स्क्रीन शेयर किया जाए ब्राउजर प्रे
HYPERX revealed themselves to a degree. A very passive posting there. You look towards A elbow. That's where Jonah is set up. No longer with the op in hand. It's actually Jaw.
It took me a hit.
that was bad. That was bad.
अच्छा you don't have any united friends in your like circle ना?
My everything, my manager, super manager, both are United supporters. Chandak is United supporter.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
बोलो all the more reason to hate.
Hey, Ami to standard Chelsea supporter. They also likes Man City. Not because I like Man City, but because I dislike United.
Lol. Now I can understand where all that trolling of Chanda comes from.
Into a pretty fair stack of
Hey,
players.
what the fuck is this United team doing?
Raunak, तुमको Amazon का लिंक भेजूं या कंट्रोलर का वेबसाइट का लिंक भेजूं ताकि तुम उसका फीचर्स देख पाओ.
वो जो भेजना भेजो.
I'm thinking, should I buy a pant, formal pant?
For what reason?
अरे I have my office tomorrow ना, तो और एक pant
Not
चाहिए
much they
मुझे.
can do in that situation. And the defensive skill is just so overwhelming, and they don't have the right
Best option
weapons.
is to buy steals.
All good. The real focus from them is obviously going to be on this next round.
Ah, that is
Timeout
also
called
true.
from HYPERX as well. And they have very crucial ultimates to play with.
Kino
They've gotten up
pants.
to
Where the fuck are you?
Woot has up hit.
যখন আমাকে
That's
মাঝে
an easy
মধ্যে আমাদের
1-2.
যখন
Try to wall
কর্পোরেট
for some
ইভেন্ট
kind
গুলো
of
হয়
safe
when I
plan.
go I
Throw
just
down the
wear
pit for the
sneakers
post
and I
plant.
tuck in a shirt with
Can
that
throw
and
a
I'm
steel
good.
garden in the mix even. They have more than enough tools to convert a
Raunak,
buy
भेजा तुमको
round.
देखो.
It's been quite a year
देख
for
रहे
this
हैं
HYPERX team, man. Obviously, off a disappointing Toronto, they're basically straight off to EWC.
और ऐसी पहला मैच देखा आज का?
5 days in between their final
I was
game
out
and the start of
actually, मैंने
stage
देखा
2.
नहीं but
They get back in EMEA,
मस्त मैच हुआ है
they
पहला
sold
वाला.
out,
कैसा?
have another perfect
अच्छा.
group
बहुत
stage,
क्लोज किया है.
and then they falter.
क्या
The
बात
EMEA
कर रहे हो?
playoffs go
दोनों ओवरटाइम,
completely
2 राउंड दोनों ओवरटाइम, मतलब 2 मैच
One in the
दोनों
playoffs.
ओवरटाइम
It's
गया
just been
उसमें
the
दोनों
most
मैप में
extreme
एंड दोनों मैप
ups and
T1
downs
निकाल
for
लिया.
HYPERX this
Hey,
year.
रौनक पूजा का
A
टाइम
year
पे
where
जाएगा.
this team has had
निकल
really
सकते
high
हैं.
expectations.
पंडाल हॉपिंग का तो मेरा कोई
Back-to-back
शौक नहीं है.
second-place finishes at
भाई वो
Globals
मुझे
in
मैं बोर हो
2024.
कहीं पे
And
बैठ
it
के
was
आराम
that
से
year where
थोड़ा
they had no
खेल सकते हैं.
expectations going
Random
into
Ah,
it.
that is too
They
mainstream.
surpassed what people thought
कहीं
they
चिल
could
करते
do
हैं फिर
by
पेट पूजा करते हैं घर आ जाते हैं.
हाँ
But
best
now
best.
this
Ah.
year, perhaps under the pressure
Sounds like a
of the
Why do I
growth expectations that they
why
created
do I
for
smell
themselves,
South
they just
City
haven't
here?
been able to repeat that
No,
same
not a South
success
City-
at
South guy.
No, not
VCTs
South
just
City.
yet.
See, if I have to
But maybe
sit
this is
somewhere
their
and chill, I
time.
would
I mean,
much
we
rather
know
prefer
what
City
every
Center.
player on this roster is capable of. The talent they have is just
One.
outrageous. Pound for pound, they can take on any
One,
team in the world.
whichever one is closer to you.
भाई
Not the
ये
one
इंडिया
I-
वाला में इंडिया मिलता है ये.
And here's that
कौन सा? हाँ Amazon पे
divide
मिलता है.
coming through.
मुझे
onto
यहाँ पे
the B
ऑर्डर
side.
ऑन अमेज़न यूके ऑर्डर ऑन अमेज़न
Trying to
यूएस दिखा
scale
रहा है
in
इसलिए
safe
बोले.
अरे हाँ
and get
रुको मैं
that
Amazon
plant
का
from
फिर
Boo. They have no
Amazon.
control
Lol,
over the
he
setup
sent
right
you
now.
the
Leaf is trying to
foreign
tease the wall.
link.
Benji is ready with the
No, no, I
shorty,
sent
and
him
there's the
the
pit.
website
Leaf
link.
got hit by the
Actually,
foul,
it
so
is the
ये
website.
Xbox controller है if I'm not wrong.
Now but a back up a
Xbox
अच्छा,
little.
he sent me that as well. मुझे
हाँ वही
दादा
इसी
फोटो
बोल
पाठव ना.
Big investment in this round.
Minibu scales in, and he does
हाँ,
get his.
पाठव वेबसाइट एटा पाठव तो ताला
Jewel's also going to cut Jordan off the rest, and it's going to be on Trent alone to try and fight them here.
Yeah, I got it.
भाई एसेंट आउट हो रहा है. What? Ascent and Lotus are going out. Next rotation में Ascent and Lotus is going, and Pearl and Split are coming back. Split के लिए I'm okay, but Ascent going.
यार Abyss को हटाओ यार. Oh, this looks interesting. This controller. Is this like
Straight out of the timeout, they just come in with a big ult to execute
Everything
the
is
safest
TMI.
of
Not even
safe
Hall
plants.
effect. It is TMI. So
That
zero
wall
chance
only
of
gives enough
big drift.
space for Boo to get in
And
Zero chance of? What?
Drift.
What is drift?
Too shabby for Minibu, near
Drift
side
मतलब
and everything.
तुम एनालॉग जो कंट्रोलर है उसको तुम कोई भी एक साइड में बार-बार यूज करते-करते एक बायस क्रिएट हो जाता है. तो तुम ज्यादा लेफ्ट में यूज कर रहे हो तो वो थोड़ा बहुत लेफ्ट में ऑटोमेटिक टिल्ट होते रहता है वैसा टाइप का.
Okay.
उसको स्टिक ड्रिफ्ट कहते हैं. तो
हाँ.
TMI
don't
में स्टिक ड्रिफ्ट का चांस जीरो है. एंड डी पैड वाला स्विचेस आर मैकेनिकल एंड फेस बटन्स आर आल्सो मैकेनिकल.
अच्छा भैया did you take the ultimate to wireless or the 2.4G?
আচ্ছা, here is the fun part. Ultimate 2 wireless and Bluetooth. ঠিক আছে, there are two versions. Wireless হচ্ছে
Okay.
গিয়ে layout and Bluetooth হচ্ছে গিয়ে switch layout. But both of them
Okay.
function the same. And both are wireless.
Okay. No, because like I'm buying some shit, so I just need kitna $26 more to like get free delivery because free shipping এর জন্য.
Oh, so see, যদি তুই তোর switch নিস, I would say you get the wireless version. I originally ordered the Bluetooth version so that I could use it on switch as well. But সুইচ একটা স্টকে ছিল না, এন্ড ওরা ওটাই দিয়েছে, এটাই পাঠিয়েছে, এন্ড আই নিডেড ইট টু প্লেস ইট সো আই ডিড নট রিটার্ন ইট, আই কেপ্ট रौनक ब्रदर, अभी Amazon पे वो आउट ऑफ स्टॉक है, इसीलिए Amazon का लिंक नहीं आ रहा है, बट मैं तुमको मेरा ऑर्डर वाला पेज से लिंक भेजता हूँ.
भेजो भेजो. हाँ, हम 8-bit सर्च किए, 8-bit 2 सर्च किए. अल्टीमेट 2C करके एक है, इज इट द सेम?
2C तुम्हारा नहीं, 2C इज लोअर वेरिएंट, वो सब TMR से किस लिए.
ওকে আচ্ছা অনিন্দিত আরেকটা প্রশ্ন 1 লাখে একটা ভালো গেমিং ল্যাপটপ বলো তো
1 লাখ এ তুই ইউএস বাজেট বলা আমাকে.
না এটা আমার বন্ধু আছে অংশুমান তো সে বলছে নেবে একটা
মানে ও ইন্ডিয়ায় নেবে না ইন্ডিয়া বাইরে নেবে ওটা জিজ্ঞেস করছি.
ইন্ডিয়াতে আছে
ইন্ডিয়াতে নেবে? at this point if he's going for a gaming laptop I would say Lenovo Legion এর it's so far better than everybody else. Because I will tell you the reason simply. Because হচ্ছে গিয়ে তোর keyboard is quite literally best in class. ঠিক আছে? And Lenovo has from what I have experienced the best thermals in the Indian market.
Yeah, that is true. আমার কাছে একটা ছিল Lenovo Legion.
So it has very good thermals.
भाई तुम ये वाला तो नहीं लिया ना आनंदित? 8-bit 2 अल्टीमेट ब्लूटूथ
वाला मैंने ऑर्डर किया था. नहीं
7.5K.
नहीं वो वाला नहीं. अरे देखो तुम बटन का लेआउट देखो, ठीक है, अगर 3 बटन है तो फिर वो अल्टीमेट 2 वाला ऊपर 5 बटन है, एक ओलंपिक रिंग वाला पैटर्न जैसे.
राइट.
What are your bets on this match?
ये वाला ये थोड़ा इवन मैच जाएगा. Because G2
I
is
also feel
G2 is मतलब on stats या on मतलब performance recent G2 is a better team. ठीक है, but
then again,
TH
you
is
cannot discount heretics.
yeah exactly, TH is a very wild card team, कुछ भी कर सकता है.
अरे नहीं मिनी बू. Okay, nice Valin.
G2 का ये कौन है? IGL कौन है? वैलिन है, जोना पी है?
I think it was Jonah, na?
I forgot.
Omen has his ult तो. Okay, good angle, nice shot.
After Util's getting thrown up. This is very ad hoc. This is very impromptu, and time is starting to tick down. Leaves now. Sings out with the Odin's call. Henry ends once more. This is an impossible situation. Riddled with bullets.
तो अब तक मतलब आपको क्या समझ आई चैंपियंस के इतने सारे मैचेस देख के?
As usual पैसिफिक टीम अच्छा खेल रहा है अभी तक.
ये देख रहा हूँ ना, मैं तेरे को Amazon इंडिया लिंक भेज रहा हूँ, ठीक है. ये एक्चुअली जो मैंने ओरिजिनली ऑर्डर किया वो वाला का है. ये मेरा आया नहीं है, मेरा गलत वाला आया है. मतलब मेरे पास जो आया मैंने वो चेंज नहीं किया है, बट देखो बटन का लेआउट अलग होगा. इस पे देखना तेरा निंटेंडो वाला बटन लेआउट है. तो तुमको वायरलेस वाला वर्जन ऑर्डर नहीं करना है, आई मीन ब्लूटूथ वाला वर्जन ऑर्डर नहीं करना है, तुमको वायरलेस वाला वर्जन ऑर्डर करना है.
ओके, ऐसा ही तो हम तो देखे थे ऊपर तो ऐसा ही था ना. अल्टीमेट 2C जो था.
2C अलग है. 2C इज लोअर वेरिएंट.
হল ইফেক্ট জয়েন্ট হল ট্রিগার
এক সেকেন্ড তাহলে তুমি যেটা পাঠিয়েছো আলটিমেট 2 and what is the difference between the two, ultimate 2C and ultimate 2 wireless?
ultimate 2C is the not the pro version, and ওটা তো TMR switches না, ওটা হল ইফেক্ট switches, and ওটা তো তোর কি বলে জয়স্টিকের নিচে বাটন গুলো নেই, মানে যেটা তোর হাত দিয়ে তুই গ্রিপ করলে যেটা তোর রিং ফিঙ্গার বাটন গুলো হয়, রিং ফিঙ্গার বাটন গুলো নেই. মানে ছবি পাঠাচ্ছি
বিকজ আমি অ্যাকচুয়ালি অ্যামাজনে দেখছি ওটা তো মানে সস্তাটা তো দিয়েছে এখানে.
তারা তোকে আমি ছবি পাঠাচ্ছি কোথায় গেল শোনো
Okay, this version that I'm what जो मैं देख रहा हूँ 2C वाला, this is Black Myth Wukong bumpers वाला.
Yeah, that is also what I am witnessing.
তোকে পাঠালাম দেখ শোন ওই নিচের যে
আমি
বাটন
দেখছি
দুটো
দেখছি
এন্ড তোর
হ্যাঁ, হ্যাঁ,
দেখ ওই লেফট ট্রিগার আর এলবির পাশে একটা ছোট বাটন আছে দু সাইডে
yes
ইয়েস ওইটার জন্যই তো এটার দামটা বেশি
by the way if it makes you feel happy bhaiya 2-0 United I mean City
ভেরি নাইস কে কে দিল বল
দেখতে বসে গোলটা মিস করে দিলাম Premier League where are you Premier League अरे हालैंड दिए धूत तरीका fantasy point अरे I am more concerned about my fantasy points because
কাকে
the
দিচ্ছি
one
তুই ফ্যান্টাসি পয়েন্টে
अरे I gave Hugo Ekitike captain and he fucking didn't do shit
at this point fantasy I think selecting Haaland always is a good choice
ये लॉक्स
Paris, my first question is going to be very simple. You're currently a
Kellogg's
mandatory
Chocos.
player, but you used to play for Team Heretics
यार ये
2
क्या
years
ट्रेंड
ago
हो
and
रहा है
you
यार ये
were
सब
playing
ब्लैक
alongside
साड़ी
us.
वाले
My first question is,
দেখছিস সং তাহলে এটা কিনে ফেল this is quite literally the
thumbs
best
up James
controller
Kuiper.
right now.
Hello bro, what's up James?
est-ce que tu avais déjà senti un
My
petit peu
mic
son
is audible on stream, right?
IGL, et est-ce que tu es content
Hello,
de son évolution?
yes, it's
आ
awesome.
तो रहा था तुम्हारा सॉन्ग
हाँ ठीक है. अरे एक दिन मेरे साथ गड़बड़ हो गया यार, कोई बताया नहीं और हम मस्त 90% स्ट्रीम कर लिए, फिर पता चलता है मेरा माइक ऑफ था. लोग एक दो लोग कमेंट करके आया, कमेंट किया चला गया, हमको बाद में पता चला तो ऑफ था. तुमको पता है, हमको लगा था हम रिप्लाई कर दिए.
सुनो भैया एक लेजेंड ने बोला था भैया
क्या
sounds like a you problem
that legend was possibly me
तभी तेरे सामने बोल रही है गधा.
I think Boo is definitely a
बोल
great
तो रहा हूँ
IGL. Back then, 2 years ago,
बुढ़ापा हो
maybe he
गया.
was putting
This looks really
Now
good.
forget.
on himself, but now it's not the case
The
anymore.
2C also looks really good.
2C is diff 2C is the budget option and this is the মানে ये premium option that is the main difference
हाँ.
as you see ना
अच्छा प्रीमियम ऑप्शन कितना दाम का है?
ये 6.2 पे मेरा तो 6.2
ठीक है,
ये
2C
यहाँ
2C
पे
works for me.
$52.
2C works for me.
2C is $29 मतलब मेरे यहाँ पे $30 है सॉरी
रुपीज में बताओ.
30 तो
80
हाँ
करना होता तो हम बोलते नहीं हिंदी क्या बोलते हैं इंडियन बताने.
2,500
यहाँ 1900 मिल रहा है इंडिया में.
हाँ तो ले लो हाँ क्योंकि चाइना
हाँ,
का
तो
प्रोडक्ट
ठीक
है
है
ना तो
ना।
इंडिया में लाने में इसका ज्यादा मतलब कम खर्चा है यूएस जाने से
Et à n'importe quel moment, il peut faire la différence dans la game.
Definitely, I think those are
यार
right words.
আরে আমার ফ্যান্টাসি যার সাথে হেড টু হেড হয়েছে তার সাথে সমস্যা হবে, এটা হাল্যান্ড নিয়েছে।
Cold, and I'm
अरे
sure
रौनक
that
तुम
this
वो
is
भी देख
something
सकते हैं तुम
for sure
गेमसर
you
का
have
भी
to
चेक
play
कर
in
सकते हैं
your
गेमसर
esports.
इज आल्सो वन ऑफ द
Now
बेस्ट
let's
ब्रांड्स
see.
राइट नाउ
अच्छा मेरा एक क्वेश्चन
ओ
है.
ना।
And before
ये जो
that,
2C है ठीक है,
हाँ
takes the win.
does this have both wired and wireless option?
2C is wireless I think हो
Now, you've
सकता
been
है
trying to sort of predict the map pool.
2C is I want the wireless one I think
मेरे को
कहाँ है? There is
बोथ
a
ऑप्शन वाला
wireless.
चाहिए कि मेरे को कनेक्ट करना है ब्लूटूथ पे मैं यूज़ कर सकता, मतलब ब्लूटूथ नहीं मतलब वो ब्लूटूथ डोंगल जो भी है यूज़ कर सकता.
चेक कर रहा हूँ
I think it has that dongle and then like you can be able to use
Because
it
from the
वैसा type
image
का।
it shows कि टाइप सी प्लग इन करने का
हाँ.
ऑप्शन दिखा रहा है मुझे.
But
I think it is both. What do you think?
लेट मी चेक जरा
Absolutely. So far, this looks like the coolest comp that G2 have been able to cook up for this map. It's the
Dude,
fourth one
that
they've
this
tried.
control the Black Myth Wukong one looks really good है ना भैया?
मेरे दिमाग में आ गया ना इसलिए तो बोल रहा हूँ.
So we'll see if this can
हाँ 2C वायरलेस है
वायरलेस है?
only one time. But
Wireless
ओके
है।
मतलब ब्लूटूथ पे चलता है क्या वायरलेस मतलब इसे?
अरे भाई नहीं नहीं नीचे तुम्हारा एक ऑप्शन रहता है 2.4 देखना अरे तुम 8 बिट डू 2C वायरलेस सर्च करो वो वाला लो उसमें एक अलग डोंगल आएगा 2.4 गीगाहर्ट्ज वाला वो डोंगल से करना
हाँ I got it जैसे wireless how we use wireless mouses
माइस
sorry.
माउसेस
sorry my bad
work at range as well.
he's using a RGX frenzy rhymes क्या कर रहा है?
The opportunity to just surge right back.
Hi,
into
if
this
you are
game.
looking at the
The man advantage that they've
Wuchang version,
pulled off some pretty sick
hey,
individual
Wukong
skill.
version, then
Team
the
has no
game
shortage
side,
of
hey,
that.
8-bit do Ultimate 2 has a Wuchang version
Yeah.
on the website.
Yeah I am checking that actually.
Wuchang did a very nice thing.
भाई
Wuchang
भाई
दो अलग controller
जॉर्जिमो
निकाला।
जॉर्जिमो लेकिन सही में क्रेजी डुएलिस्ट है भाई.
अरे ऐसा
वो
नहीं,
पागल है,
वुचैंग
जोगेमो इज अ
क्या
पागल।
किया? वुचैंग गेम सर के साथ एक एक्सक्लूसिव वर्जन निकाला और एक 8v2 के साथ निकाला, तो उन लोग का दो
लल।
एक्सक्लूसिव वर्जन है दो टॉप ब्रांड्स के साथ।
Nice.
सही कह रहे
Shame
हैं
that
भाई।
so Sony can never do this. Sony এর মতো বাজে ডেভেলপার বোধহয় কোথাও নেই at this point. I believe this.
तो कहते PS5 ऐसा ना?
না নেই, और PS4 ছিল।
भाई I played Lost Soul Aside, ठीक है? I reviewed that game. Holy shit, it was so bad.
Congratulations.
Okay,
Also, when is
तुम
that
ये
Sony
बोल
game
के
releasing?
तुम ये बोल के खेल, ठीक है हम नहीं खेलते हैं फिर।
क्या कौन सा? Lost Soul Aside?
हाँ।
नहीं तुम खेलो, तुमको मजा आएगा, मतलब बट पूरा गेम कंप्लीट करने का पेशेंस नहीं था मेरे में, इतना बोरिंग हो गया था।
भैया what did he say? बोल रहा तुमको मजा आएगा।
No. So if he hasn't, if he is not going to play with the mentality that he has to finish it in time for review, then I think it should be fine. Has one request?
Also, when is that Sonic game releasing?
25th, I think, 24th or 25th of this.
আচ্ছা ভালোই সময় রিলিজ করছে পুজোতে। Oh, what a shot, Minibu.
Minibu so far is now to find himself.
Then hey, there are lots of games coming out right now. There is that one December.
হ্যাঁ এখন তো মানে সিজনটাই না ওটা, ইট ইজ ভিডিও গেম সিজন তো এখন।
আরে না এখন তো সনিক আছে, সনিকের পরপরই প্যাকম্যানটা আছে, ঠিক আছে? পরের দিন রিলিজ।
ওকে।
And then after that অক্টোবরে you have Ghost of Yotei, ঠিক আছে?
Yes.
Ghost of Yotei এর পরে you have Pokemon Legends ZA.
Yes.
And October holo November there is something major. I am forgetting that. November there is another major thing.
আচ্ছা, did you play Borderlands 4?
Nah, I have zero interest in Borderlands. And I'm missing something. There is something interesting happening in November.
अच्छा, Raunak.
You are saying this on stream, हाँ? पता सोच लेना।
हाँ ठीक है वो ठीक है।
रौनक भैया,
बोलो।
if it makes you feel better, CS में भी हक दिया लिक्विड ने।
भाई मैं लिक्विड हेटर नहीं हूँ, टेंशन मत ले।
Oh, and there is one game in December for which I am really excited, and that is Metroid Prime 4.
Yeah. Metroid Prime 4.
आगे दिन Nintendo Direct ने finally announced a release date, December 4th. तुम्हारा स्ट्रीम दोस्त पॉज हो गया रौनक?
हाँ वो मॉड दूसरा विंडो खोले ना तो स्ट्रीम पॉज हो गया।
अब तुम्हारा स्क्रीन मिनिमाइज चल रहा है, तुम्हारा चैट तुम्हारा स्क्रीन।
हाँ मालूम है, वो कुछ और बैकग्राउंड में खोल रहे थे, वापस खोलते हैं।
Thorns as well needed to happen eventually for G2 to get that out so they can then actually activate for a re-hit. 30 seconds on the clock, so time getting relatively low.
Pause है क्या stream अभी भी?
They are slow on this foray through mid.
क्या प्रॉब्लम भाई, हमको दिखाना।
But HYPERX still 2 players over at B. They don't want to risk getting caught on a rotate through mid.
3 now with the teleport.
Yeah, here comes Minibu back on the
हाँ जैसे हम कुछ दूसरा ब्राउजर पे कर रहे हैं ना, ब्राउज जा रहा है।
There's a paranoia.
Oh, by the way,
For more of that one, Jordan gets his one, but Benji mows them down.
Your monitor died.
Smoke knows Benji's lurking outside of it. Can't bring his gun to
I'm buying a new monitor in 10 days.
Some energy now from the
Acer Nitro 300.
Beautiful hold, especially from Benji. Lethal shots coming from
क्या?
that initial kill from
20?
just puts G2 in a
अगर 20 में ले रहा है तो मेरे पास जो था वो वाला लेना, एसर नाइट्रो से फायर बेटर है।
कौन सा वाला?
MSI G274 QPF2।
हम जो वाला ले रहा है, it has got 2K डिस्प्ले है, 300 हर्ट्ज का स्क्रीन है।
VA पैनल होगा पक्का?
नहीं, IPS पैनल है।
IPS पैनल 20 में ऐसा नाइट्रो हो नहीं सकता।
निकालो, देख लो।
Acer Nitro
2K 300 हर्ट्ज देखो।
2K 300 Amazon
XV272U।
ठीक है लोगों ने XV272U।
Just racks up 2 kills. He's one away from getting the steel garden even.
I mean, he is 18 frags in 16 rounds. And he sees no reason to give any more ground than this. And there's the Arcros.
And now I really feel homesick now.
Valorant not really at effective range, needs to close the gap, and Benji knows it even better. Steps back, Nebula in the way.
Just no reason to
Hush,
fight. Don't give him an inch.
mane.
Valorant trying to
I don't see me coming before like the World Cup.
in the smoke.
Both
Fair
G2
enough,
players
without-
very weak at the moment. Just going
I
for
don't
the
want to
safest
miss a
safe
match.
plans.
Kill trip
Hey.
playing side.
I mean, about the best thing they can do really is just try to get the plant and a little bit of cash for the next round. Surely.
Like যদি ফাইনালটা পেতাম তাহলে ভালোই হতো, বাট আই নো যে মানে আলাদা লেভেলে অ্যাবসার্ড প্রাইসিং
Also
হবে।
an elbow, but there is a molly thrown down inside that smoke. Valorant low. Trip on the side.
যেখানেই থেকে অ্যাট লিস্ট সেখানেই মানে আমি টিকিট না।
But I do not trust Acer in
Wishful
monitors.
thinking, I feel, as it was just attack for
Okay,
Heretics.
okay,
Now
good.
Guru will come and clean up
वो हो
the
सकता है मतलब
চলো হেরেটিক্স
हाँ, मतलब-
হেরেটিক্স
But I do not
হেরেটিক্স
trust
ডিফিউজিং
Heretics. Well and truly back
अरे
in
रात
this
में
game.
बोलना तो
They did not allow G2 any in that situation. Played everything as optimally as possible. I mean, not the most minuscule risk taken.
भाई वूचैंग वर्जन लेने नहीं देगा क्या ये?
But Benji is right there.
ले सकता है, तुम वेबसाइट से ऑर्डर करोगे तो आ जाएगा। तुमको कस्टम में शायद
Try to go for
कितना
the trade.
1000 ऐसा कुछ होगा।
65 US dollars.
These extremities.
हाँ, but custom
अच्छा।
से लेगा तुमको बोल रहा हूँ मैं।
They have to do that to some degree.
और कस्टम भी लेगा ना कुछ?
Spam control you to
हाँ,
break the
custom
map.
में 1000 के
You
आसपास
need to
लेगा।
walk into those sidelines.
And now Benji, he did get that.
तो
defense
65
from
US डॉलर में
Garden.
कितना हो गया?
Dimensional drift as well in the arsenal.
8 6 40
Tactics, right?
6-7 हजार का पर खर्चा फटका
अरे
लगेगा।
हट यार
But तुम
क्यों?
उसके बाद
अरे
तुम्हारा
why?
delivery charge होगा।
क्या क्या?
अरे
उसके बाद तुम्हारा
why?
डिलीवरी चार्ज होगा थोड़ा सा।
Grows sends Trent
ओ
scurrying.
वो तो लिखा नहीं है ना यहाँ पे।
Jorgamo there, he had no way of
Shipping
getting out.
calculated
Yeah.
checkout.
Down, so he's an
Okay.
easy pickup for Miniboo, who's just opening every single round with a kill.
What a crazy trap play from Heretics.
अरे
That was
क्यों
so
यार
sick.
क्यों किया इसने गोल?
Maybe
हट
able to
यार।
just get away. Jonah would love to find a res somehow to bring Job back to life. They don't have the entry now for this site exec. Need to run into the Odin, run into Benji, who has that steel garden ready.
अरे
They got to
यार
do all at once as well. Or just leave a play on the other side of it, I guess.
Yeah, good luck, Trent.
There's the steel garden. Lorenz is going hunting. Trent stunned up in the corner. Caught by the Nova Pulse of all things. And how
भाई
many big
भाई
targets
भाई
in this corner? Everything-
ओ बेंजी फिशी भाई साहब ओ डैम
Genius reposition from Benji.
भाई साहब वाइस इज ओपी ऑलवेज।
Incredible. He is
सी टू प्ले वाइस यू नीड अ गुड टीम सपोर्ट जो 5 स्टैक वगैरह में अगर तुमको तुम्हारा टीम खेल रहा है ढंग से वाइस लेके इट्स क्रेजी इट्स नॉट इजी टू बीट
This was so cool. The arc rose over top.
वो तो है बट वाइस एकदम मतलब एक्चुअली ही शी इज वन ऑफ माय फेवरेट सेंटिनल्स नाउ।
They already crossed
वाइस
पहले
बहुत
उसको
अच्छा
मतलब
सेंटिनल है
टॉलरेट नहीं होता था पहले जब निकला था। नाउ आई लाइक दैट
would hate to be Trent in that corner. Sorry, bro. The whole team.
सिट डाउन चल रहा है सिट डाउन चल रहा है
These guys have got off the overcomp, so they do not have an easy way to get a shield wall out of these chokes early in the round. They have to test it, and if they take too long, they've been split up multiple times on both sides of the map now from just triggering that while they're trying to go in numbers.
G2
अरे
are
बाय द वे ऑन इन द 3-0 टू सिटी।
Heretics flawless on the defense up until this
अच्छा ऑन
point.
इन द तो एफके। अच्छा भैया यू आर वाचिंग लाइक द मैच मतलब एशिया कप।
Just to get in their ears, and they've got to figure out
आई वॉच द स्कोर्स टुडे मैच तो देखा नहीं
equity on the attack side.
हाँ 58-2 है
How are they going to get control?
अभी इंडिया।
Takes down contact position
Okay.
from an opera.
जीत जाना चाहिए
This
तो
saves
इसका
G2.
स्काई और वो क्या नाम है उसका तिलक बैट कर रहे हैं।
Down on one round, and it was a 2v4 at that point. Jones was already dead. They've gotten
निकाल लेना चाहिए इन लोग को
value essentially from having this sage up until this point because Heretics are just denying them.
यहाँ से नहीं निकालना will be like choking.
So aggressively.
That's the other edge of this double senti sword. If you can't get post plants, you're weaker in trying to get that site control to start with.
My AFK who
Well,
has left the
exchanged.
channel.
And G2 on this round, they don't have the cash to buy up in any serious way. It's just back to a few stingers.
Can I just say, what a way to bounce back from a epic crash out in MEA playoffs for Heretics. Looking really composed, and honestly, like you mentioned, with some genius individual moments. Don't be fooled by the number 4 seeding.
I feel as well coming into this match.
Oh yeah,
honestly,
so
this
you are buying the 2C?
this jaw in very
Not yet.
Rocket Cone just goes awry. What was that?
Okay.
No one can even support. They're all sucked out of the choke. They committed the showstopper on this of all rounds.
I want an option जिसमें मैं वायर्ड और वायरलेस दोनों यूज कर सके, जैसे मेरा करंट वाला है, because mostly I play wired, but sometimes I do want the option to play
When
wireless
you're playing against the Vice, doesn't matter which site that Vice is on. There's going to be thorns on the other one 90%.
because वो idea मेरे को जमता है. I don't want Bluetooth or something.
They want to go with a bit more.
अभी वाला में Bluetooth है, wireless नहीं है, तो इसलिए हम ज़्यादा wireless यूज नहीं करते.
समझा.
I mean, have fun getting through this choke point. There's an Odin. Benji's getting in the corner as well.
देखते हैं. अभी first मेरा priority is my monitor. Then I'll think about all these. All these. Not all this, all these things.
I need to see on the replay again what the entire idea was really around that assault from G2 into B. The showstopper comes through. Man, yeah, everyone else pretty stalled out, and Dodge is overwhelmed by some util. That is so awkward. I mean, sure, they throw that ult away. They still have 4 other ones, but it's not like you can proactively just use a Cypher and a Sage ult. Like, something needs to happen.
Comeback हो गया भाई, comeback हो गया TH का.
The showstopper, the Nightfall or something.
8-4 से 10-4 हो गया. Sorry, 10-8 हो गया. 8 and the 8-4 से 8-10 हो गया. Sorry, ये बोलना चाह रहे थे.
And they just don't even want to allow them to get that spike down.
Rien's tucked. Shots through the masonry. Benji and Jaw traded out for one another. Nightfall catches on the G2.
They want to get this space. They want to deny the ability
My
for Jonah to
AFK
get
who
value
has
from the
joined the
res in this
channel.
round.
Trent is already trying to re-clear.
Come, welcome back. Like Team Heretics.
They are telling G2 if you try to get this res,
Your PC
we are
needs to
going
restart
right there to stop
with
you.
because of an update.
They want to double back. G2 have
Thankfully there was no
left.
update.
Valen went for a TP.
আরে এটা ম্যাক্সিমাম সময় আমার সাথে হয়. আপ কোনো না কোনো একটা অদ্ভুত আপডেট
Find
আসে
a way to
একটা.
get some form of mid control. At least the sheer wall's out of the picture, right? Benji's down, so that connector wall won't come up.
ले भाई, एस हो गया.
ओडिनेस यार, यहाँ पे तो क्लिप भी नहीं करूंगा.
तो कुछ बोले थे हम तो देर पहले. G2 should be a good, better team on paper, but TH is crazy. कुछ भी हो जाता है.
हाँ भाई, अभी लाइक पिछली बार क्या बोला था? TH 62 for 2 6.4 overs में, not a bad score for now. 120-80 तो करना है.
How else are they supposed to take back control of this comp? What, they hope to maybe use this fade util to clear some space?
Yes. Fuck yes.
क्या बॉल्ड कुछ बोल रहा है? क्या
Bald?
हाँ, फोटो लगा के रखा छाती पे. बॉल्ड एक टकले का. टकला कौन है पता नहीं. G2 की फटी है.
फटी है, फटी है. अरे यार,
तो कहीं नहीं
I
water.
was reading so handsomely.
मैं तो water लेके आता हूँ.
It's just not something they'll lean into. G2 feeling really confident in the comp they've got this time for the 4th different switch. I don't know, but either way, I think Team Heretics have, at least it's looking like right now, have exploited this hole in G2's map pool to get an early leg up in this series. They've got nothing rolling on attack. Team Heretics, they understand the win condition right now against this competition.
Let me do this.
Fight. And if there's one thing do best and love to do, it is to fight. They will fight you at the chokes. They will aggress whenever they feel is necessary.
They will fight you with the water cooler. They'll fight you with the traffic lights. They'll fight you on your front doorstep. All theirs, as it turned out. So what is the plan? Probably in round 21, in fairness, to overcome this disgusting hold, this Odin play.
Now this time, Heretics, they've gotten their way up into the B main with a couple players.
अच्छा, this is the first map ना, Corrode. उसके बाद Lotus है.
Leave hasn't been any sound.
बार-बार भूल रहा हूँ. They imagine they are like the European का 4th team है.
That's new. Probably one of the first times
The
the
Team
attacks
Heretics.
this much
अच्छा,
better.
you have you noticed this? मतलब जो team मतलब अपने रीजन में फर्स्ट या सेकंड होते हैं वो लोग उतना अच्छा नहीं खेलते, जो थर्ड या फोर्थ होते हैं वो एकदम पेल के चले जाते हैं जब इंटरनेशनल इवेंट्स होते हैं। ये देखा है आपने? मतलब आप देखो एक बार ठीक से, TH is playing so well और लिक्विड क्या था, लिक्विड वाज फर्स्ट। ओ भाई, ओ भाई, ये क्या हो रहा है? इन्हें भैया, even though I mean इन्हें I hate इन्हें।
Too sheriffs, but I'm sorry, this town ain't big enough for these two teams. And G2 looks like they're the ones that are going to get booted out at Sunrise. They have to test this nebula before it fades.
मर जाएगा रे तू, लीव पत्ता पत्ता।
This is looking more like an extinction event.
This Team Heretics defense, it has that
पत्ता क्या कर रहा था?
पॉइंट है ना बी पे, ये क्या नाम है, बेंजी घुसने नहीं दिया, ए पे घुस पा नहीं रहा इतने यूटिल के साथ। देखो बेंजी बीसी 23 पे है, रियंस 20 पे है।
On the attack, completely shut down.
And they have just been slowly using their ults to no avail for what might be their last round. They only have the neural theft left with Leaf. And meanwhile, you take a look at the ult economy for Team Heretics, one away from Seal Garden, one away from Nightfall. Those could be relevant in this match point round.
This all preference tells me everything I need to know about G2's master plan. They're trying to get Jorg with a showstopper, give them a way to explosively break onto a site instead of being held in place, locked down, and just sprayed.
That showstopper had no value the last time they used it. He was fully isolated from the rest of the pack.
I suggest user error there as well.
With ease, yeah.
Jorgamo, high highs, and sometimes finds himself in the doldrums, the worst moments. It's a very belated re-clear of this B main area. Let's set up for a crossfire.
It's as he was saying, they want to get him that orb pawn over the top. Both players shoot it, so G2 well aware that they are going to be faced down by multiple players. It won't just be one they can push off and collect that orb. They'll give it to Jaw with ease. No, and now it's the pivot towards A.
And they're working the map.
They're so divided across the map.
Decayed on down. Oh, Valorant in the corner though. Unexpected. RYZEN is still able to find some spray through the smoke and recover things somewhat.
That hits 3, the Nightfall.
सेज किसके टीम में? जोना पी है सेज। ओके
यस Nightfall's in play, but that slow orb stops Heretics from capitalizing.
Everyone from G2 just routed out of the site. The spike is planted for them on that link side. RYZEN gets the haunt back. Miniboo has a single flash, a couple util pieces.
Flashing in, Miniboo lit. Leaf steps up for a moment. There's still some Astra Stars to deploy, and Boo is going to get things set up now for this retake from Heretic. In numbers, they step up. And Jonah and Leaf are able to cut them down. It's on Woods. And G2 get a life.
Finally, Nicola.
In this first map. It's anything but pretty, but
what is this about 5 more?
The very first time they are able to crack that defense. And honestly, if you looked at the mini-map 5 seconds before they got the spike down, you would not have thought that they were going to do it.
And it's simple. Valen smokes in there, TPs across into the corner, occupies that space, they get a plant, and they fall off. Make use of that fade util.
That was all on Valen being able to make that play, get that entry kill onto Benji Fishy. And the rest of Heretics still needing to take some time to rotate on this map where the rotates are oh so long. Now G2 still trying to.
एक चीज याद है, वूट प्लेड जब ये क्या बोलते हैं, मिनीबू नहीं था टीम में तब वूट खेला था एज अ डुअलिस्ट and he was really good. And अभी देखो कितना बुरा हाल है, 5-16-17 चल रहा है.
Just needs to get away. Wood has made his way over towards that A site. Some reinforcements, but it's left Team Heretics entirely divided across the map.
So agents do matter.
As it stands, going to need to take some.
That is what makes it Valorant, na? That is why it is called Valorant. ये थोड़ी ना CS है कि repetitiveness में मजा आता है. But still बासी रोटी की तरह कभी-कभी हो जाता है ये गेम. My AFK who's live the channel.
Early warning for Leaf in case someone is tucked up close. Prowl will now clear the way, and through top mid, Heretics are getting set up for this hold.
Yeah, they have maneuvered over to this site already, but G2 They want to.
ले रेस घुस गया.
Yeah, he's just been over here taking the space, working up
Okay,
towards elbow.
okay, Jogemo. Okay, Jogemo. Let's see what you cook. Jogemo, Jogemo, Jogemo,
G2 they're getting
Jogemo.
through A main for free, and they've left lead.
I remember जब half हो रहा था,
Just to be a nuisance, potential backstab
आपने
later.
बोला था Jogemo is insane. Insane तो है भैया नीचे से. I'm not disrespecting him, but for this match, I'm saying.
Benji's been able to get that steel garden online, but Heretics here say just how
थोड़ा तो banter
wide
चलेगा
would this
इधर उधर.
really be? It looks like they're happy to stay put.
Yeah, it doesn't feel that they think it is at all. G2 after a long drought finally string 2 rounds.
They are बस gun save कर रहे हैं G2.
Heretics, again,
Heretics,
had a
sorry.
cool little trap play there.
They don't even know.
Towards
Don't
main,
even
where
require
that
to go.
buff flash is super
इन लोग यहाँ पे
fast.
सब कुछ
हाँ
करके
उनको
बैठे
पता है उनके पास they have the advantage ना बाई का है
Quickly to G2
वो सब.
feeding ultimate orbs one after another into Jaw.
Yeah, it was a cool idea to deny them, but the straight up duels just didn't go their way. Jaw able to capitalize, get that first.
And so G2 cling on now. It's literally fingernails into the cliff face kind of stuff, but we still have a game on our hands. Heretics though can buy up. Still have a steel garden now. Reactively use that if you're playing off the site. Here's how this first engagement goes. Just a little messy. Well turned flash, and Jaw comes forward with that showstopper. Fortunate they had the third line of Trent stepping up there to cover for Jorgamo.
I want to say that showstopper as well is why Rian's got on such low HP.
chunked down.
It's hard to tell for sure, but it seemed like that did a fair bit of damage to him. Probably also contributes to that late decision just to save. Team Heretics do have a lot of money left over actually to buy for the final round. Even if they lose here, just on account of Boo and Woot both having 5.5k. And they're getting close to a divide as well, a cosmic divide for Boo.
This is such a classic Boo scoreline, by the way. Always very few kills, but he only dies in rounds that like Heretics lose. Like, that's the only time that he sort of goes down. So not the kind of player to play for kills. It's funny, we talk about Heretics, they're super aggressive, super gunplay focused, really in your face as individuals. Boo's that stabilizing factor. Playing safe, playing for info, good mid-round calling, very stable individual. And I mean, Benji and Rians have done more than enough here, right?
हाँ थोड़ा all time मारा है.
Rounds of clean first picks, got an early outlaw in hand. Played up on the extremities for contact, was very successful.
You read my mind though. I was actually about to ask if Minnie was going to buy the op, and he does, getting back into this out of the timeout. They did have the cash, and that's not something that they've leaned into, a scoped weapon since the early rounds of this half, and he was getting a lot of first bloods with that outlaw, so I'm not surprised to see them try and pick that up late, have that be the factor in victory.
His positioning with it is interesting. He's just going to play that B main spot. Maybe just some jump spots from Leaf. Yeah, Cam used. There's an op for G2 in the hands of Jonah. This is headed over to A. In case there's any exploration from Benji past that line of scrimmage in yard.
Pretty deep haunt gets thrown over towards B main and now A main, so exchanged on opposite extremities as G2 attempt to move forward, have to go through the poison cloud. Rians gets out of the way of that slow orb that was just bouncing all over the place. That's a little silly, but
that's full yard control though, Game. You've got to respect the Odin, of course.
There's a bit of damage onto Jonah with the spam.
G2 haven't scaled into any of the space. I think the Odin's definitely given them pause for thought. They haven't really looked to take mid either. It's pretty tentative play for Valen.
And Miniboo, he's on the rotate in spawn. You can see him ready to
throw
the gate crash over towards
Cypher.
that B side.
Pickle मर जा. नहीं
He's
मरा.
the one stood in B main. While do G2, now with the knowledge it's there, want to continue to test this op. And yeah, there's that gate crash, goes all the way back B. So Team Heretics have 3 stacked up A, but at a moment's notice, Miniboo can come support on that B side if the execute goes through there.
G2's still got to get moving. This is map point.
Valiant का position matter करता है पता है.
God, if they got to walk into all these vice utility, it's going to be a disaster.
20 seconds, they have to get through 2 thorns right now. They're getting sold out. There's an Odin here as well, and the Steel Garden. There's no way, man. There's 15 seconds. How can they do this?
No other choice here. Paranoia comes in. G2 have to fight with secondary. The Shorty Brigade goes for it. Benji's down, traded out, but Miniboo's going to step up in the shield wall again. Breaks up G2. They walk into the trap once more. And Miniboo's happy to execute them on the spot for their audacity. Slow round.
Easy.
By the Senti Util.
Lotus बोलते. चलो Lotus देखते क्या होता है. Yeah, I'm excited for the new controller that's coming.
बहुत दिन हो गए कंट्रोलर नहीं देखा हमने ग्लोव के बाद।
ये क्या बोल रहा था, क्या नाम बोला था ये 8-bit डू ना, देखते हैं चलो।
Let's go. Let's go, baby. Let's go, baby. Enes, stand up. Enes, get up. Guys. Hello, baby bay. Where are you, bro? Come on. Yeah.
बोलता बेबी बे वेयर आर यू कम ऑन। अरे भाई साहब
क्या हरामी है बे, क्या हरामी है यार। ये लिक्विड का सिंबल हटाओ यार मेरे सामने से अभी के लिए।
बेबी बे प्लेड फॉर G2 ना दिस टाइम। कौन बीमार हुआ था इनके टीम से, कुछ बीमार या कुछ हुआ था ना जिसकी वजह से नहीं खेल रहा था। बेबी बे वाज अ रिप्लेसमेंट।
I forgot.
समथिंग हैपेंड इसलिए था कुछ था।
भैया you know you are streaming right?
हाँ क्या फर्क पड़ता है।
Oh Great Indian Festival 23 तारीख से, नाइस।
यस यही बोल रहा था ना तुम। इसमें कुछ लिखा है क्या? Bro, this looks mad.
बहुत अच्छा लग रहा है ये। I am liking this. मुझे लग रहा है ये ले लूं मैं because I need a controller now. I need a controller. मेरा PS4 मतलब बुरा हो चुका है।
Exane 1000 is polling rate under both. Oh, है तो 2.4G.
हाँ तो you didn't know.
See, तो मतलब वही तो हम श्योर कर रहे थे। I was not sure about this. Then I can purchase it. अच्छा इस पे तो कार्ड बैड होगा नहीं, फायदा नहीं है। 1979 not too expensive भी नहीं ज़्यादा। Just is this brand good enough to buy? Answer me this.
Yeah, 8v2 is popular भैया।
Say
8v2 is like, look at this, oh my god, oof.
Ultimate 2C.
ये धतिंग नाच। Well, see if you can see the Wu-Chang one, because देखो तो। If you can see the Wu-Chang.
हम देखा तुमको देखना है क्या? Wait, I'll show you. अच्छा ये हो गया ब्लैक 2C $22।
Wu-Chang का नहीं तो भैया बोल रहे थे।
ये रहा वूचैंग। भाई साहब वूचैंग इज टू कॉस्टली यार कंपैरेटिवली।
कितना दिखा रहा है? 54?
$65।
ओ भाई हाँ कॉस्टली तो है। It's like a PS5 controller type.
अल्टीमेट नहीं, प्राइस का पता नहीं, बट द कंट्रोलर लुक्स लाइक Xbox कंट्रोलर।
हाँ मतलब भाई
दिस इज अल्टीमेट 2 वायरलेस कंट्रोलर, अल्टीमेट 2 है। TMR वाला जो बोल रहा था, TMR जॉयस्टिक्स वाला 65 5737 plus shipping and all. What is this? Super buttons?
Super buttons.
What is this?
Hey guys, Mika here, and I'm with Nilzinho of Team Heretics. Now,
ये देखा क्या चीज़ है मस्त ABXY 4 कीबोर्ड वाला बटन दे दिया, एक जॉयस्टिक दे दिया, 12 चार्टो बटन दे दिया.
Team Heretics doesn't really play that often, especially the Lotus on the VCT stage. So, was this all according to plan?
Yeah, pretty much.
अरे ये I forgot ही कहाँ पे use होता है. I forgot वो अरे जो मतलब वो Nintendo के games खेलते they generally use that.
हो सकता है the keyboard extensions है सर.
So yeah, that was what it was for. We saved it for our champions.
Retro keycaps.
And they're literally good at maneuvering it. I've seen this.
Well, excited to see what you guys have prepared on Lotus. So,
What is
good luck,
charging
and
dock?
make sure you flash that jersey loud and proud.
Okay, for Xbox controllers का charging के
I
लिए.
can't believe Nilzinho has a picture of Tom Biz on his jersey.
It's crazy. I'm everywhere nowadays.
Yeah, you must be really proud of that, Tom.
Of course, of course.
चलो ठीक है. वुकांग वाला सोच सकते हैं. चलो ठीक.
Go to Tom's barber?
I hope not. I hope not. I'm hoping
I'll be
I'm
honest
still
with you,
okay.
Doug. It's not a choice.
Yeah,
You're just gonna wake up one
brother,
morning.
I'm hanging on for dear life. I'm counting the days. I gotta get out of esports before it happens.
Well, do you know what was a choice? I re-entered that Odin. If we take a look at the HYPERX reflex moment of the day, there was a lot of Odin moments, but Doug, honestly, this was just unbelievable.
Oh yeah, this takes the cake.
भाई ये लोग ये सब promote कर रहे हैं HYPERX ये सब ये हमें लेना चाहिए क्या?
Dies early and they
क्यों?
were hellbent on refusing to let G2 even get into a position to res.
नहीं सोच रहा हूँ.
मेरे पास तो HYPERX का headphone है. Cloud 3.
I'll be honest, you picked the wrong half of this duo to come up here.
Hello, baby, come on, where are you?
The Odin enjoyer.
यही बोला भाई रियंस.
क्या?
हाँ, you did not hear? बोलता hello, baby, where are you? Come on.
A lot of Odins, obviously, on this map. It just feels like the thing that everybody wants
वो
to see. But
muted
also,
था इसलिए.
we wanted Benji to step it up, and Tom, that's exactly what we got.
Oh, he had an incredible map. That's the thing. When this team is in form, a lot of it feels like his Sentinel play is such a pivotal part. You can have aggression
भाई
elsewhere. You can have these risky.
मेरा fantasy बस ठीक हो जाए यार.
What he was doing was just such wonderful repositioning, making all of these fights.
मेरा इतने मेहनत से मैं fantasy ऐसे ठीक किया था. अरे यार इस बस ये कैप्टन ना बनाए इस हालैंड को. अगर इसने ट्रिपल कैप्टन बना दिया तो मेरे एल सच में लगने वाले हैं.
The kind of plays that you'd expect out of someone like Benji Fishy, right? Like when you know you're playing against the likes of G2, kind of forget about some of their woes in the past, and he stepped up in a huge. I mean, just look at the numbers. It was nuts.
You know you did a good job when Weber drops the Benjamin David Fish. But let's hear what Josh RT had to say ahead of map 2.
Mika here once again with Josh RT of G2. Now, Josh, we noticed a few changes in the composition over there in the previous map. We did see the Raze and the Cypher. Why the change? No more Yoru?
No more Yoru. I figured, you know, with Alex or Jogamo, his Raze ability, like, why not throw it in there? We saw some inspiration from C9, actually. We're like, hey, actually, the Raze is kind of nice. Fortunately, we didn't show the best phase with our attack side. And I would just kind of attribute to, like, you know, first game nerves, you know, a little bit of like, oh, let's make sure we're speeding up a little bit in these moments. Not often did I see like a 20-second execute, so that's not what we're fully known for nowadays. But yeah, like we like the comp, but you know, they had a better show.
Are we expecting more changes? Are we seeing Trent not on the Teo in the next map?
I mean, you guys will see soon, but yeah, I think Trent will be on Teo.
Oh man, I love that teaser. Thank you so much for that, and good luck to you guys.
Of course, Trent is going to be on Teho on Lotus, and this is where we should not see any uncomfortability from G2, let's be honest.
Yeah, I mean, I'm a little concerned with how some of Josh responded to the questions about how their attack side, they aren't necessarily known for burning down the clock, but that when they do historically play a bit slowly, we are going to get Trent insta-locking the Teho.
Yeah, but we get Boot Chamber!
Oh, wow.
Okay.
I didn't even see that.
Yeah, they're going heavy into this one. I like the fact that we're seeing that. I think the double initiator now ducking out. That was something that they ran before. Benji locking in the deadlock as well would be a cool little addition. One side of the map locked out, the other side going to be incredibly aggressive. And a player we've known for his sort of first bullet accuracy and flair, picking up that chamber. Well, they're definitely bringing fire into the map. Whether it works or not is something completely different.
Yeah, to be seen. Honestly, I love Deadlock. Yes, technically a Sentinel, but I think Deadlock feels so much stronger on the attacking side. And so, I honestly, I love this comp for Heretics. I love that they're starting on attack. I love that they're on their back foots, or in theory they should, to open up the map. They've got a really nice setup here to be able to close this series out. I think Jogamo has to have a better performance. Has to. And then Leaf, we talked about him at the beginning, prior to the series starting, was fine, but not the Leaf we expected.
Yeah, I think it's two very different looks to how you can play the map. I think like a lot of it will be looking for those first jewels for the side of Heretics on that attack side, and then that aggression that you can run in with on the Teo. I think it's going to be an absolute brawl.
Yeah, we haven't seen Heretics play Lotus all of stage 2. They didn't go there at all, and this is what they've been working on. I am so excited. How are you guys feeling about this? Excitement?
They've cooked. I just don't know if it's going to taste good. Like it's one of those ones that feels risky. Like you're very reliant on both Miniboo and Wu having good performances. If they do, if it's like the last map, they could absolutely destroy G2.
I've very rarely seen a Turkish player falter on Chamber. I am so excited to go into Lotus and send this back to your casters, Uber and Wyatt.
You know, this is kind of the rivalry we were being promised last year, actually. Think back to Shanghai. G2 and Heretics played 3 times at that event, and G2 was ultimately knocked out by them, and then they just didn't play. They didn't play a champs, they were both there. Up until this point, they've dodged each other. So now we kind of get that renewed. It's crazy to think back to how things were then. But I mean, thinking back a little less far, that KREO game for G2, not convincing, a weird comp that caused them to struggle to scale into parts of the map they had to control.
I think Team Heretics made an
Keep grinding, King. Yes, bro.
The hole in the pool that G2 have right now. But we're on Lotus. This is G2's bread and butter. I think the de facto best Americas team on Lotus right now, having most recently beat NRG, who look like the best team on the map in Americas. So I put G2 as the top dog here in the region, and Heretics will have their work cut out for them. But right now, man, they are looking good, even just on that individual basis with 3 players dropping 20 bombs on map 1.
And it's been a while since I've seen this double Sentinel look, especially with Chamber and Deadlock on Lotus. Like it cropped up in Americas randomly. StarHawk was playing it on this map, but let's see what Heretics have for us. Jaw going to be able to receive Boo as they make their way over towards the B site. We're going to see the Deadlock wall thrown down to cut off that C-Link entrance. Jaw goes searching, gets another one. Low as he is, Wood gets blown to pieces.
And now Team Heretics are trying to pivot, but no matter where they go, there's just G2 players waiting. Good kill from Benji, but this is going to be tough on Joe to the wide swing is crazy, but Friends can't get the trade.
I don't know how he gets away with that one. Joe, the professor is in.
I've never seen a wider wide swing in my life.
Oh man,
that was so crazy. And what was this from Jaw? How does he find this second kill? That's a nice first tap. Takes that engagement. Just spam the wall. Yeah, just that Sheriff high bullet ban.
I think Heretics looked really contained there. In a post-plant scenario or trying to trend towards one. Jesus, guys, some decorum, please. My goodness. The gluten gladiators in there.
पहला मैप तो निकला, जीतो गया लीफ. क्या खतरनाक किया भाई. Nice.
Paint shell, baby. Feels like some karma for seeing Leaf hitting so many early grab nets when he plays Deadlock. That's over on Vine. Won't be seeing that today, but it deserved, justified in a way, honestly.
Snarled up. Absolutely nowhere to go. Now, Self-Drone gets a good clear of B main. Obviously one of the few teams that bring Teho onto this map, or any map still are G2.
I mean, worth noting that Heretics are continuing their streak of just having cool little util combo plays that are getting a lot of value in this series. It only took 2 rounds for one to be activated here.
Yep.
I mean, kind of the oldest one in the book, really. The nade with a thing that makes people not move. But it works.
That is the most circuitous way of saying immobilizing you. Into the side we go. Another grab net here that came back online. Valorant gets back from it and sees just a glimpse of the spike go loose. That's confirmation enough for G2. And now they're going to set up by Waterfall. Sees on Woot inside the smoke and eventually catches a stray one. Has to rendezvous one out of there.
Does recover the stinger, wants to throw that over to Miniboo, and in the midst of trying to just be a good teammate, he gets shot for it. How sad is that?
Put your body on the line out there. And I won't hear otherwise.
What do you wanna be, as in a Valorant player or a streamer? Well, I'm both, bro.
I can't help myself.
This little combo.
See, today I did not want to play Valorant that much because I wanted to see the match. So thought we can watch the game together. Some of the friends are in Discord as well. We're watching it together. So yeah, like in next 20 years. But next 20 years, I don't know if Valorant is gonna be there. Maybe some new game will come up. So can't really say if I should say Valorant or not.
Witness protection program. He's moved. He's in a different postcode.
He teleports immediately. He TP'd right away. As does Woot when he's getting pressured.
Stunned up by that special delivery. Able to rendezvous out of trouble, and G2 have maintained this foothold here, forward on Rubble. They're going to want to fight for it, and Woot had best have his wits about him.
And he just wants to make sure he's looking in the right direction. Valen going to have to deal with everyone from HYPERX coming through main.
He's ready for it. Smoke down.
वो एक शॉट मारता दोनों मर जाता.
Those players are so weak, in serious danger of just getting one shot by the Guardian to the body, and John wants more.
Yeah, here's that late ramp coming through as well. HYPERX are going to be pretty sure on options. Jorgamo's been dealt with. B main though, not the safe passage that HYPERX might be hoping. They're going to go for this now. Hordes will eat Valen's crosshair placement for breakfast.
Wow, and Leaf spotted out, so they know there's a player with a Bucky and Waterfall. Leaf won't have an opportunity to get a better weapon. Team HYPERX can absolutely still win this if they play at range. It's stingers, it's a shotgun.
There's a lot of angles to watch for, and they don't know the status of Halls, HYPERX. Now though, G2 showing themselves in Waterfall. Guided Salvo to try and clear the side, but Woot is obviously sat up on that box. Ready to give this space up, shouldn't be required as Leaf. Some early information, maybe a triple swing coming out, and here comes an avalanche of G2 players to get themselves their third.
Man, Leaf ends up doing a great job there, just baiting himself for his teammates to be able to swing. That was really well done. Prior to that, some good anchoring from Valen.
If I give you half 10 lakh right now, what would you do? भाई इतने पैसों का तो मैं सोचा नहीं कुछ. I'll have to think.
It was really nothing crazy. It's just the G2 players killing them at the choke, denying them on that end.
Something useful, I guess.
And a little thing, but that stealth drone for Trent gets so far down through B main. Notice that like Woot was constantly looking back. They didn't have any coverage of that part of the map, and he was never truly looking secure in that A lobby area.
Some shards here for HYPERX, but opportunity for G2 to extend the lead, extend the economy. Of course, they've got the Odin online. Last time they played Lotus, they were running 2 Odins on defense just to spite NRG.
They might spring out and fight here. Guided Salvo used already just to slow that Rubble push down. Jonah hit with a Paranoia. Miniboo is hot on his heels. The Prowler doesn't slow him down for a second. He gets his crosshairs set, but re-enters the second wave, then steps up with the Sheriff. Jordan wants to fight out in the open. He's down for it. Flash through the wall to follow up the clone might be the play. But G2 have a good opportunity to slow the game down. Boo revealed as that screen comes down. And with the last one to step up with nothing but the big iron. Trent will give him the flick.
Could have slowed it down, but no desires. They have the entire team there, and they are just ready to pop out on those low HP, low weapon Team HYPERX players. I do want to say, it's of note that on this map specifically, G2, their defensive win rate, 62%, and attack, it's at 47%. They win this map all the time, and it comes down to their defense. They still are below 50% on attack, despite winning this map constantly. So they really are reliant on putting together a number of rounds here.
Kind of bucks the trend of sometimes what we see on this Lotus map or any 3-side maps. Miniboo here, someone who we've had limited opportunity to highlight in this map. King of openers on KREO. This time has had the book shut in his face.
for each of these last 5 rounds.
Root's got this operator. Post up towards B main. Might honestly have an opportunity. It looks like Leaf was jump peeking that angle towards spawn, but the wall will cut that off. And now Team Heretics wanting, needing to take space elsewhere, but it's right into the Odin.
The disgusting off angle, isn't it? Here's the Nightfall.
And then the salvos, they push Heretics back. That keeps Jonah alive. Nightfall to ensure both his life and the space is retained.
Ward clears that rubble space on A and gives G2 the window now to fall back to more defensive positions.
That was some really excellent play with the utility by the two G2 initiators in that situation. Very well done.
They both, of course, have that safe info gain. Stealth drone is going to snip a bit of the headbutts a bullet in the midair.
And now the three.
भाई Odin चल रहा है खाली.
Scrambling to get up towards rubble side. G2 know what's going on. Jaws pushed all the way out of C mount.
And Jonah doesn't have any info to play off of yet. Paranoia here in a baby door. Valor might have his hands full more than he bargained for. Oh no! He bent the house on it! Flawless round there for G2. Heretics stopped in their tracks yet again.
That has been a duo that have been putting up crazy numbers. The Jonah and Valen on that playoff run were sick. This was really the moment in the round I want to highlight again, though. Jonah on that angle, getting the kill, then the immediate missiles to force the rest of the Heretics team back. He nightfalls. That's just to keep him alive and control that space. But it was all worth it. It was all worth it. That was some really, really lovely team play.
And the mark that Baby Bay left on this team is something that we still witness. These guys are loud and proud, and they're pretty rowdy. Since,
honestly, at times it feels like that might have been the only thing they were missing, you know, was a bit more of that trash talk, a bit more of that flavor.
For all their success they'd had, coming into this year, they were considered to be pretty low-key team, you know what I mean? And as a result, a lot of people sort of underestimated them, felt that, you know, maybe they weren't always in the game. Like I said, Leaf, on his return from, you know, from illness, standing up straight away, screaming at his opponents, you guys suck. I haven't played for 2 weeks. And a lot of encouragement to one another to get up, to stand up. And, you know, we heard from Valen, actually, you know, sort of saying that he really had become fixated on chasing the trophy for so long that the performance in Toronto really had him down after, you know, that weak performance at Masters. He said that Baby Bay gave him real perspective, reminded him about the joy of just playing the game, just being there, having a chance to compete. This G2 team, remember, they have to fight for their place in franchising. They're an Ascension team. They don't get it for free. Nothing is granted to this team. They've got to fight for all of it.
Out of this timeout, Team Heretics can't afford the full buy. It's going to be just Sheriffs in a fast attempt to get out of rubble. That will succeed, G2. No real interest on this side of the map at the moment. Outside of the Odin from Leaf, one of two defensive Odins that will be frustrating to the utmost extent.
Such gentlemanly play. It's just a solo explore here for Boo. Safe. Rubble area. Looks like Heretics want to wait as one way out. Set up a spot here to play off for Woot. Got to be a little intricate in a round like this for Heretics as you are underarmed. Now, down in numbers as Jorg just has a peek. Benji is the one that gets picked off.
There's a lot of damage dealt from Valen as well, so Miniboo very low on HP. Boo has retained this space forward on rubble. He's been playing off one of those sonic sensors.
Trained info there, but that does break the double face that he and Leaf had.
I mean, still though, a few Sheriffs against an Odin. Yeah, I'm gonna take that. I'm gonna take the Odin. I will take the Odin in this situation. 3 players, don't really care.
Yeah, Leaf against Sheriffs here. Sees Miniboo coming. Nicely done.
Nice
Headshot for Woot. Lived up to his name. Trent now might need to play a little safer for the time being. Buy a little time for Jonah to join. It's another Odin, of course, on the site. Now Heretics need to try and find a safe place to get this plant down. RYZEN is getting an outline drawn of him through the masonry.
G2 allow that plant. It doesn't really matter. They're just going to wait for the rest of the team to get there. Dimensional drift to try and ensure a safe retake in this 4-on-3.
Yeah, Jaw sees a heck of a lot to his RYZEN. He's out into the sunlight. Boo, quite the opposite, playing from the dark cover, is felled by the shorty of Jaw. That's G2 with 6 unanswered defense side rounds.
Heading into this, we really had no idea what to expect from Team Heretics. They haven't played Lotus at all in Stage 2. They're using this unorthodox double Senti comp with the Chamber. I mean, this is only the second time Woot has played Chamber this year of 69 potential opportunities. This is a rare but fun pick. So far hasn't been able to get a ton of value from it. This G2 defense is just rock solid.
And Doug honestly mentioned on the desk that he likes this double senti look quite a lot on the attack side. I think he was talking to the deadlock as well. If Heretics can get those solid post plants, but they've been stopped before the sites constantly, much like G2 suffered on KREO.
Valorant spams away from the door. Cover, and oh my god, he comes up.
And not only comes up, I mean, that's the info gain for Heretics off the table now.
Nightfall off the table. Heretics have all 5 ultimates. That's reduced to 4 in this specific round.
Tour de Force was set for some value there, but Trent respects the long sight line towards Rubble, forcing a bit more of a readjustment here from Woods.
I mean, we are yet to even see a situation where this deadlock can thrive on attack, which is really going to be in those post plants, disrupting floods and retakes coming in.
Well, Wood is definitely away from the safety of that trademark here, or that rendezvous rather.
But obviously, you know, with that audio cue of the ultimate being used, G2 know they're going up against an AWP.
So
they're not going to give anything to Woot, right? I mean, and this is just frustrating as it gets.
Yeah, I mean, clock really getting burnt now. We're heading to 30 seconds and Heretics don't have any critical map control yet.
Yeah, now the door is activated because Team Heretics want to make it seem like maybe they're going towards A, but no, it's going to be a pivot towards baby door right now, but the Odin spam is there.
Leave open the door and he came out of tree. Found a backstab opportunity. Now Woot gets lit up on the side. Jaw waiting for them to push through. I don't know how this is going to go down. Shorty spam. Jonah, though, is caught by the grab net. Woot gets purchased with the stinger. And Miniboo not quick enough for Valen. He's had 2 massive kills in this round. Now the post plant, all well and good, but ideally you have an even number of players.
I mean, Benji has the annihilation. Will there even be a moment for it? I mean, perhaps if he can kill Lee.
Yeah, Tour de Force here. Active. Woot finds Valen. Annihilation didn't catch. Lee's going to take the fight up close, but Benji wins it out, and it's all on Trent. Quick step, sidestep, gets him out and gets the kill against Woot. Stunned up briefly in time is anything but on his side. Benji comes around. What a cleanup.
Chal.
And Heretics
Got the round finally.
Perfect timing for the swing from Benji. Beautiful shots from Woot. Finally puts his stamp on this game individually. Gets into the mix as soon as he gets that ultimate. Wow, look at that aggressive play onto Jaw and then immediately repositions. New Valen is coming somewhere from that C side, given he had killed Miniboo prior.
This is G2 having to fight a retake against the double senti of Heretics. But it's less about the util that favors them there. Woot just has a stinger and a tour de force to work with.
And I'm just wondering how many rounds might it take for Heretics on this half when they swap to defense, where G2 are less favored on attack. They're worse half by the numbers. They're a pretty fair margin.
Their rubble fight's pretty good with this comp, though, in fairness. That A side of the map, you can be proactive on defense around the grab net.
Now, Woot has picked up this operator after finding success with the ult, and again, just controlling towards A. That hits in towards C. Valen under a lot of danger, just needs to escape.
Miniboo can only speculate with the showstopper there, was hit with the paranoia in the way in, and now a Nightfall. Valen, the only player caught by that. Jonah forces Woot off the line with the Prowler. And now he can hold it, get into tree once more with the Odin, with the actions here at C.
Team Heretics can't really take much more space, though. They've already committed both of their ultimates just to getting the spike down. No waterfall control, no hulls control. And G2 have an Armageddon for this retake.
And that barrier comes down pretty quickly. Armageddon now threatens the back of the C side, so Heretics now got to commit to that high ground themselves. Trent wants to get in. The grab net is a big problem. And then Heretics are ready to fight in the side. That is premium anchoring from the EMEA squad.
They play to the 1 out. And they win out all of those duels. Their out was fight. It was step in front of that Armageddon. If they scrambled, if they tried to run, it would have been over. G2 would have gotten in with ease. Well, they play right at the choke point.
Both confidence.
Happens to be their MO, Wyatt. Couldn't have asked for a better convergence there of ideas.
Wow, and despite G2 being up 6-0, look at the state of their money. They're into this round with a hero rifle, a judge, and a guardian.
This is what seems like a big commitment to Mound, but of course everybody has get out of jail free.
Oh, nice.
God. Sick reaction to be able to 1v1 the judge, close range. Leaf doesn't even get a shot off.
The judge player so favored in that spot, Wyatt.
Jaw forced to teleport away with that pressure coming as well, so Team Heretics making a hell of a lot of noise.
rocking the store. For the most part, playing off the action. Valorant is so low. Can't afford to expose himself. He would like to just slow the game down if possible.
And after 40 seconds of straight audio, Team Heretics have cut noise. They're rotating towards the safe side. They wait out for Boo to actually break that stealth drone. It's just Trent, playing towards A, and no longer.
Now, he was pinged out there. Wood's able just to post up on the line and quickly take him down.
Might have been on a jump across even that he gets that shot.
Horn has to be cleared, so that will show Jonah P here in this corner.
Yeah, would hate to be him in this situation.
Oh, damn.
Okay.
Guardian doesn't quite have the flexibility to get him out of that one.
A little unnecessary to do it that way.
Style point awarded though for sure.
Plus 20.
And now Wood can wait for this push up from Pitts. It's Valen. Something in trade as Boo is down, but he's done his duty well and truly.
Now that Wood has the off, he's coming to life in this game on attack. Controlling the map, cutting off rotates.
Making it hard for Trent to get that passive, safe info on the A side.
What a kill to find here, though. Oh, I mean, look at that from Leaf's point of view. And yeah, he does catch Trent on that jump cross. I mean, this first satchel wasn't even ideal, but maybe that made it even better, honestly. Yeah. That the jump made no sense.
The Guardian's definitely not built for that.
No, not ideal in the 1v4 you're getting satcheled at.
Okay, Heretics, they are halfway to making up this total, but they're going to be seized off the rip, so slowed right on down. And as D2, now a chance to send a Paranoid in to further disrupt them.
Just did not fight heavily over this space. It's just spam through from Jonah. Man, that sounded more dangerous than it ended up being from the point of view of those Heretics players.
Yeah, just Woot there with a smattering of damage. Boo as well. They can shrug that off though and get back to business. So far,
I was going to say, Boo does have this ultimate to teleport into the site, gain some information, and off that distraction, Team Heretics can press forward a bit.
Maybe a B pivot here? With how they set that Sonic sensor up, that's looking more and more likely.
It's only tough because they have no B main control, which is being exploited by Jaw. He's pushed all the way behind them with the AWP.
He's going to go for it anyway by the looks of things. Okay, Trademark to stop a backstab on them.
You can see how worried Boo was. He was jump spotting that angle, and Jaw heard him run away, so he's pushing up. Heretics are being flanked by an AWPing Yoru at the moment.
Valentine on the site. Jonah not able to really stop them. It's only Wood out of the mix, but Trade from upper gets the job done. It's dirty work, but someone's going to do it. Playing in the site. Spike recovered by Riens, making his way forward. It's Boo sat back inside tree. And G2 have a chance now to contain this Heretic squad.
They do have that paranoia to play off of.
Hello भैया बोलो
That can be the tool to victory, but Jaw's been on this flank for a while. Riens is
कैसे हो
Riens sharp as attack but leave.
हम तो ठीक है खाना खा लिया था बस हो गया
हाँ मैं भी खाऊंगा थोड़ी देर बाद भैया ये क्या लिखा है आपको एसेसिन में मस्त लिखा है
तो आंसर दे दिया भाई
मैंने सुना नहीं भैया मैं तो AFK था
तो कोई बात नहीं
ठीक है रिवाइंड करके देख लूंगा
वाह
ओके
Could always trust Trent to have a good game when he's on the Teo.
Yeah, I mean, obviously someone who abused it
क्या
extensively.
फ्रांस का ऑडियंस तो मस्त है
ये TH फ्रांस का टीम है ना
One of the only teams in the
हाँ
world still play.
TH फ्रांस का टीम है
Do you know भैया काउंटर स्ट्राइक में G2 का जो रोस्टर था that was a French roster that is a French roster mostly but अभी diversify हो चुका है
Over towards B heaven, so that definitely implies Heretics have ideas of getting into this B side, especially with the wall going down and Leaf exposed, isolated in the site.
He felt like he had to play ahead of that smoke, so puts himself in an odd off angle. Trent's just trying to go to work on the wall here, but this is the true post plant.
I was hoping Trent could have helped, but can't when that wall is thrown down. Now Jaw trying to work his way into Blue Room, does have a teammate in Jonah.
Setting up the gate crash. Oh, nice use of the clone there. Does trip the Sonic sensor. Should be able to get into Baby Door now, but Jorg is taken down by Miniboo. It's now up to Jonah. Has to flick with the Odin. It's just not going to happen.
Benji gets into that off angle and Valen blinded up by Boo.
Now Heretics starting to make this one interesting. Trent is going to have to get off this one. And that was pretty simple, right? That early smoke you mentioned by Boo to up, and it forces Leaf forward. Puts himself in a little bit more of an exploitable position.
And then all of that util dumped towards B main. The wall, believe there was a nade as well. So Trent, he's forced back towards that waterfall side. The Leaf is immediately overwhelmed. Doesn't even have the ability to get one. Trent doesn't have the ability to save.
And that's how you're always conditioned against these double senti comps on the attack side. You do not want to have to give that space up and try and flood into a side canvas with their util.
Yeah, it's that nade, that wall. Leaf caught alone. Benjifish does a great job there adjusting to an off angle after being tucked in the corner right as Jonas going in. And now for this final round, the Nightfall is in play for Heretics. One away from the showstopper. It's a low buy for G2. They're on the cusp of a couple ults. They could make this happen.
Oh, Wood caught out. Palin just, I don't know, hides out of sight there, but it's not exactly a rare spot to play from.
Just teleported up, I think.
Whom do you think will win? Because अभी तो G2 का semi position लग रहा है अभी, है ना?
He is punished. But Minibu does recover that orb, so they have the showstopper and the Nightfall to activate a site exit.
But this map is a bit defensive. Sorry, attacking. But it had this map में comps ये लोग खेल रहे हैं. They have chosen defensive comps.
ये किसकी बोल रहे हो आप? G2 का?
दोनों टीम का. इसका देखो डबल सेंटी खेल रहा है. G2 का थोड़ा अटैकिंग कॉम्प है. डिफेंस के लिए ज्यादा कुछ नहीं है.
आई थिंक वो भैया क्योंकि चेंबर थोड़ा सा हाइब्रिड हो गया है आफ्टर दैट पैच.
हाँ, इसीलिए
ऐसा हो चुका है.
इसीलिए तो बोले कि थोड़ा सा अटैकिंग भी है ना इसका. चेंबर को लेके वो लर्किंग छोड़ दिया. अटैक करवाएगा, जो करना है करेगा.
सरप्राइज दैट टेहो इज बीइंग प्लेड हियर. टेहो इतना मतलब पिकअप से होने लगा आफ्टर दैट नर्फ. Oh, अरे नहीं यार, he had a so golden chance.
Nice, Rians, nice.
Nice, Rians. Bye, boo.
5-7 ले आया भाई.
7-5. That was 6-0 at a time.
6-0 से 7-5.
And Heretics run back 5. John couldn't get out in time. He was too quick. And this post-plant setup was excellent. The way that Boo was controlling the site by cycling those star covers, you could see the safety that it provided for the other Team Heretics players to retain control towards Bend, to fight when G2 were flooding back in. Beautifully handled.
Let's go! Let's go! And the energy is absolutely back for this Heretics squad. Strong showing on this next half. But put them out of this game at a 2-0 while we wait for that.
रुको आते हैं प्लेट पे रख के पानी आने लेके.
Special guests in the audience.
Et avoir la chance d'être soutenu par ses parents, c'est une chance. Et justement, c'est le cas pour Trent. Ici, I'm so glad to welcome you both, Nicole and Jason, Trent's parents here in Paris. So first of all, welcome to France. It's a pleasure to have you here. And the first question I wanted to ask you, Nicole, is we know how hard it can be for parents to let their children commit full-time to esports. So how and when did you realize that your son was made for this?
Well, he told us from a very young age that he was ready for it over and over and over again. And eventually, he just proved it. He had people, you know, calling the house, Zoom calls, all the things. So we had to just pay attention and listen, and it worked out for him. So.
And I think you did a great job, indeed. Donc, comment est-ce qu'on laisse finalement son enfant commit dans l'e-sport en full-time? On sait que ça peut être compliqué pour certains parents. Donc, quand est-ce qu'elle l'a réalisé? Tout simplement, il nous l'a dit depuis très jeune. On a commencé à voir d'autres gens qui nous l'ont dit autour de nous. C'est qui a donc c'est une évidence et il a fini par le prouver. My question to you, Jason, is you know we see like the vibes here in the arena, everyone yelling for each kill. How do you handle the stress of seeing your son playing on the big stage?
Oh, this is a lot of stress for our family. Trent handles it very well, but we struggle with it. I'm just really proud to be Trent's dad.
And we can definitely see that. Donc comment est-ce que tu gères le stress de voir ton fils jouer sur cette arena avec tout le monde qui crie à chaque kill? Et tout simplement, je ne la gère pas. Mon fils le fait très bien, mais moi, pas vraiment. So thank you very much. C'est merci. C'est très beau de voir ce soutien. And we're gonna see if Trent manages to get the win on this map too.
Blistering start for G2 on the defense side, White. They get out to a 6-0 lead. But it's Heretics who claw round by round back into the game. And this guy's a big part of it. Wood here, your spotlight for our Coinbase Econ report. Just an incredible showing. As soon as he started to get that attack side op in his hands, he popped off.
It helps for the economy as well when you get a bunch of kills with a free gun. That's your ultimate. I think that definitely plays a factor. Yeah, Wood really did come to life, and it's once he started opping is when the the tide began to really turn, honestly, for Heretics. But the thing I really wanted to look at coming out of this half is the fact that despite G2 being up 7-5, they only won 2 gun rounds in that entire half. That is a crazy stat. That bonus round did a lot of work for them in terms of getting in the lead and being able to maintain it by a slim margin. And now they have to close this out on what has been, by the numbers, their weaker half of the two here on Lotus.
So they'll start their attack side, of course, around this lurk wall at A. All moving forward. Stealth drone through to check that baby door position. Benji, though, waiting for a grab net opportunity here. Looks like a paranoia followed it in. Benji just easily walks on past. And he's going to take his shot.
He tried to take timing, but was caught for it. And now, what do G2 do to respond? They try to get it to be fast. Yeah, Minibu is ready, but he knows he needs to get out of dodge. Wu just picking up the angle for him. Can he get one? Yes, he can.
Perfect. When one steps back, another steps up. But G2 able to brute force their way in.
It's not without taking a lot of damage. These players are low on HP and feeling the pressure while trying to get this spike down. But Heretics, they'll need to slow down. They need to wait for Boo to get back in the mix. He's just rotating now.
They're so low.
Valen is eager to make something happen, but it's all on Trent. Just one body shot from a Sheriff is enough to fell him.
That horn from Riens was massive. It chunks Valen down to about 20 health, makes him so easy to pick off. And now we'd have to do something, frankly, extraordinary. Sat on the site, footsteps here from up above. That's one down. Benji and Riens to the rescue, though. And a pistol secured for Heretics. Smooth sailing over the last 7 rounds.
He's ultimately just overwhelmed and alone. Heretics open this up.
And do you know one more thing? TH has mostly one, मतलब जो भी गेम जीतते हैं, मतलब अगर वन साइड डोमिनेशन ना हो, ठीक है, then mostly they win games come back करते हुए. नहीं मैं बोल रहा हूँ TH का जीतने का ट्रेड बता रहा हूँ. अगर वन साइडेड कुछ खतरनाक ही खेल दिया तो कोई बात ही नहीं, बट अगर बुरा भी खेल रहा है ना, मतलब एवरेज जा रहा है, क्लोज फाइट हो रहा है, there's a good chance they always do a good comeback.
हाँ, and they मतलब उनके पास वो fighting mentality है. This is what you're trying to say, and they're 7-6 now.
If they are down,
यार मैं सोच रहा हूँ हार्बर का, हाँ बोलो,
अगर वो लोग के पॉइंट्स में पीछे हैं, then you cannot count them back out. मतलब वो वाला बोलने का मतलब मेरा. ये कहाँ ट्रैप डाला? अच्छा,
हार्बर का जो चेंजेस आ रहा है
वहाँ डाला है. ओके, वहाँ से भी खेल सकता है ना. ठीक है, नाइस आइडिया.
क्या वाइपर का बोल रहे हो?
नहीं, चेंबर के लिए.
ओके, अच्छा, लाइक
चेंबर टीपी
तो मतलब अच्छा टीपी. ओके, माय बैड भैया.
चेंबर टीपी डाला है तेरा ट्री के अंदर एंड पुश करके वॉक करके चला गया ऑलमोस्ट रबल तक. तो गुड रेंज नो वहाँ पे. Because I have been मैं ये चलता हूँ, वॉक करते आगे जाता हूँ, बट मोस्टली आई मिस because I cannot TP out. I die यहाँ पे चेंबर लेके.
Waiting to see if anyone tries to run into that smoke. Not going to be the case. And then it sees they combo, but Jonah, wow, just out of the way, was in some serious danger.
About your eyes if you squeamy spokes. This is about to get ugly.
Fed, मुझे ये चीज अच्छा लग रहा है कि Fed is still so relevant, है ना भैया? That is the one initiator I really love.
वूट भाई, पिछला मैच में जितना बोले, इस मैच में बस एजेंट चेंज, अकेला चेंज. गेम प्ले चेंज हो गया भाई इसका.
यो भाई, I'll say भैया, मैं जितना दिन से e-sports देख रहा हूँ, European teams will entertain you a lot because they are too tactical. You'll see this. एशियंस मतलब एने वाले छोड़ दो, यूरोपियन टीम्स जितने टैक्टिकली खेलते हैं ना, उतना मैंने कोई रीजन को खेलते नहीं देखता. बिकॉज मैं बोल रहा हूँ CS का एग्जांपल, देयर इज अ टीम कॉल्ड एस्ट्रालिस. you must have heard of them.
नाम सुना लग रहा है.
हाँ, एस्ट्रालिस और टीम लिक्विड के बीच में गंदा लेवल का एल क्लासिको टाइप का राइवलरी चलता था पहले. एंड क्यों चलता था? बिकॉज एस्ट्रालिस का जो टैक्टिक्स था, टीम लिक्विड यूज्ड टू कॉपी देम एंड ट्राई टू improve it. के बीच में मतलब 2018 से लेके पूरा 21 तक दे हैड अ वेरी गुड राइवलरी. Even though like Astralis won the majority of the matches, but Liquid बहुत अच्छा fight देता था.
Reactive barrier here thrown down by Benji.
And Liquid in CS they're from NA. They represent NA in CS. They don't represent Europe.
Okay.
Had a real opportunity to get the kill on Benji. He's caused quite the distraction, but Wood is just...
Oh, shot.
Doesn't really matter, I guess, does it?
Yeah, he sold it perfectly. Sold ice to a polar bear, and still, Wood would have cut them down. Battling gets up towards that pit position. There is a plant. Jaw has allowed it. I see Jonah P as well playing that rubble position. We'll be able to see that long line into stairs. With Sheriff, though, it's a tough ask.
This would require some absolute magic. Jonah very late to try and pick up stairs and swing off some of this contact, but he's smoked off out of the fight.
क्या कर रहा है ये TH? What is this?
Come back. 1v4 हो रहा था. अमेरिका 1 ये EMEA 4.
I'm telling you ना, you can never discount any European team in any esports tournament. They will come up with some tactics भैया. Fnatic को देखो ना, why 2023 का जो Fnatic देखे हो आप. That was a really of course they had a very bad luck in champions, but उससे पहले they were dominating literally every tournament.
अच्छा ग्रुप बी का नहीं हुआ अभी तक मैच ना. ग्रुप बी का कल है. MIBR बिलीबिली और RRQ Fnatic.
I think Bilibili will win this. MIBR का against.
कुछ भी होता है.
Chinese teams मतलब वो 2024 के बाद
Chinese team XLG हार गई. ठीक है. नेक्स्ट चाइनीज कौन थी? EDG हार गई. DRG हार गई. 3 चाइनीज टीम हार चुकी है पहला गेम.
हाँ, the owners is on Bilibili.
सॉरी पैसिफिक वाला रुक जैक्सन. पैसिफिक वाला PRX जीत गई पहला. DRX जीत गई पहला. T1 जीत गई पहला.
DRX भी जीत गया.
Yes.
यार DRX साला अब by the way, do you know we have to face DRG now?
You have to, DRG is a good team.
Yeah, we मतलब Liquid. Oh, close. चलो मान लिया.
ले फिर निकाल दिया.
Just see the massacre happening. I'm telling you, NA has no fucking tactics. They मतलब they are all individual brilliance वाले players. ये NA का esports scene ही है. Asia Pacific wants to have fun. European teams are too tactical, and NA is all on individual brilliance. There is a reason कि Sentinels को मतलब 10s मतलब Reliance तो था एक time पे. There was a reason.
Agreed.
मैं इतने दिन से esports follow करके इतना समझ आ गया है कि NA वाले बस individual brilliance से निकालते हैं. Especially सोचो ना, EG versus PRX जो champions वाला हुआ था 2023 में. Jogemo भाई साहब, Jogemo नहीं, Boostio.
Boostio लेकिन बहुत अच्छा tactics पे they had ये कॉम उसके टीम में था ना. EG कॉम था right. कॉम भाई लड़कर अलग गलत लेवल का लड़कर है भाई.
That EG team was something else.
कॉम गॉड लेवल लड़कर. ईथन गुड डुएलिस्ट गुड ये उसमें बूस्टियो वाज IGL if I remember. ईथन वाज मतलब वो फिल्टर IGL बोल सकते हो. ठीक है. एंड डुएलिस्ट का भी खेल रहा है. कभी सेंटिनल नहीं खेला, डुएलिस्ट ही खेल रहा था ईथन मोस्टली. ठीक है. सेकंड डुएलिस्ट खेल रहा था. ठीक है. जॉर्जिमो भाई कुछ गेम्स में क्रेजी कर दे रहा है, कुछ गेम्स में हक भी रहा है, बट क्रेजी तो बहुत कर रहा था. ठीक है. ऐसा अभी देखो फर्स्ट हाफ क्रेजी किया कर रहा था तब तो जॉर्जिमो अच्छा खेल रहा था, खतरनाक जा रहा था. जॉर्जिमो हगा, गेम बदल गया. देखो दैट इज काउंटरिंग जॉर्जिमो. जॉर्जिमो मरता है, थोड़ा सा fall apart हो रही है देखो. And the thing about yeah, TH is they are not dependent on Milibu to play. If Minibu is killing, that gives them advantage. इनका जो वूड खेल रहा है, बेंजी फिशी मारता है, हाँ, they are quite reliant on बेंजी फिशी. Because since बेंजी फिशी है सेंटिनल, नो, अगर बेंजी फिशी अच्छा नहीं खेल रहा है, if he is dying early, तो प्रॉब्लम है.
समझा समझा सर.
मेरे को देख के जो लगा गेम अभी तक इस टीम का. Oh, देखो. Because बेंजी फिशी होल्ड्स सोलो, साइट होल्ड करता है, देखना.
Meanwhile, India wins by 7 wickets बहुत पहले. 130 मतलब 16 ओवर में खत्म कर दिया.
They needed 16 overs.
128. I think the pitch had a factor, I guess.
स्पिन के लिए सपोर्ट दे रहा था पिच. स्टार्टिंग में स्विंग मिल रहा था, बट बाद में स्पिन को.
अच्छा भैया, कुलदीप को हैट्रिक मिला था क्या? कुलदीप को?
I have no idea.
Because I know he had 2 wickets.
Final DH got 1 round. Sorry, G2 got 1 round.
I think this will go down to the wire. मुझे तो लग रहा है भैया.
हो सकता है.
They've recovered rifles early on account of these kills. They get the upgrades to the weapons. This was kind of just that extraneous round out of the timeout. Hey, let's try something, see if it works. But we've got all the ults for the next one. Let's focus on the Byron. Oh, don't even need to. This one worked.
It's a massive
the half buy worked.
I mean, it's kind of, you know, wild, right? You're one of your initiators just playing away from the team. None of that util actually being used to get real info. That's why it's so compelling to Heretics to stay on C there.
Back to the util combo. Well, it's the C's and the nade over towards that C main. Doesn't actually get too much damage off like it did on the prior round there.
So it's just Leaf working this wall solo right now with an op.
Always.
I like the way he disabled the bot.
Drift to go for double execute. You can pop out of the ult. Players won't be able to hear you.
Yep, come out of holes or something similar. Yep, that's the play, Wyatt.
That's a counter nightfall actually to just stop them.
Hasn't slowed Jaw down, of course. And here comes that G2 Nightfall. It's allowed Jaw to emerge here without being heard. And Boo again tries to get up in that box corner, but it's Wood with the emergence.
Okay, nice, Jagamo. Jagamo उतना ऊपर कैसे चला भैया?
पता नहीं, वही मैं भी सोच रहा हूँ.
Is there a did he place a TP there?
वही मैं समझना चाह
Teho's
रहा.
kit is good, but I think Teho still needs a slight buff to be relevant in the initiators list. But हाँ, end of the year तो मतलब agent changes आने ही वाले, so I'm excited with Harbor. Harbor का rework आ रहा है, पता है ना आपको?
नहीं पता था भाई.
Harbor will be reworked. That is why I think the controller is coming as well.
Of course, they want to find Leaf, remove him from the map, and remove that Pit's activation.
Trent's going to pick up this rubble position, but Wood sees him coming. That's the op player down. Inside the pit is Jaw. Course over towards that stairs direction. Leaf is present. Here's Miniboo steps up. Cut down. It's all about Rienz now. Has to give it a tap. Leaf very, very low, but Rienz also decaying down. What an ungodly flick. Pit comes down. Rienz was already low. And it's a shaky round for G2. But they find the runway and even up the game.
A beautiful attempt from Woot in that mid-round. The push through
Ah, Baba.
2K stays alive.
Chalo bhaiya. It's even.
That was really sick. Wow, Haunt just allows him to know right where to put the crosshair. On a couple rounds now, it's been Team Heretics able to get kills over on that A side onto Benji when he's playing their solo. They've been picking him off.
I mean, it's Leaf here just working that lurk wall, this time with an op in hand. And honestly, forced the issue. Knew that Benji was trying to play pretty cannily on that A side.
G2 is
still managed to dig him out.
G2 is not out of the game yet.
Heretics time out here. Certainly feels
Sir,
like momentum starting
Mr. iFlash Gaming, sir, what do you think?
देखते हैं. I still feel TH. I don't want G2 to win somehow. Why?
To leverage, put their nose back out in front.
G2 have done a wonderful job getting back into this game, understanding how to manipulate some of these heretics rotates and then exploiting that A site. That has been the key to victory. And I think they almost even learned that on a round where they lost. That it was one of those ecos where they were able to draw the attention towards C with Jonah and then late A pivot. They're like, wait a second, there might be something to this. And now getting up to the actual buys, it's finding some continued success. It was a good pivot away yet again. Team Heretics can't afford quite yet. Woot is fully buying though. Hero Vandal buys down to nothing because next round he's going to have that tour de force, so it doesn't matter. He can just try to go for it on this one, send it, see if he can make something happen.
Miniboo gets a phantom. All right, fast push here up. Rubble fight attempted. Of course, we talked about how potent that combo would be on this defense side. Heretics assert themselves and they will insist on A-side control.
At the same time as well, Woot has moved forward over towards Mound, playing up with Boo. Two players that can take a shot and teleport away if they really need to. Not if they get hit by self-thrown though, and don't have abilities.
Really similar to the Yoru double duelist comps where you take both extremities and use the Yoru.
Nice, Jonah P को ले गया.
Same idea. Jonah P that was extracted from A.
Nice.
Yeah, I think that was just random spam. He was sending out some util through the smoke, trying to draw some attention as the rest of the team work towards B. Rion's very well timed sees, so he can escape.
Nice.
And Woot opens the door with the weapon.
Okay, good sees.
Nice,
Ah,
nice.
just.
I think he saw the indicator from the headshot through the box. So
He has his ult to pull them to their grave.
On the proper angle, he sees the barrel. Oh,
He saw the barrel. He saw the barrel. He saw the barrel.
No escape. Trent might try and break this cocoon up and realizes now the showstopper pop from Miniboo. There is no
नहीं
way
तोड़
forward.
पाएगा. नहीं तोड़ पाएगा. नहीं तोड़ पाएगा. गया.
ridiculous.
This is a hero rifle buy with some sheriffs mixed in. And the perfect use of those ultimates now.
नहीं.
Heretics
It's going to be 10-9 for ATH.
lean into this round.
ऐसे तो लग रहा है.
And Woot has just been chilling over at Mound. No reason.
Okay, C का ये क्या distracted smoke था क्या?
They're gonna get all the guns for this.
Oh, what a shot, Brains.
Getting the most
Trent का भी
of
अच्छा
the
shot
leads
लगाया.
are Heretics. And Woot never had to
Good,
give up
good,
that
good,
map.
good.
4v1, now Trent will save the gun.
But
Realizing now the spend might be worthwhile to get another gun out. Rien's the next to step up. Trent does not want to deal with the bioengineered Valorant menace.
I saw, I mean, what has gone on there? So I think Jonah, maybe he was sending out the Prowler or just through a haunt, something along those lines. So he gets spammed down by Miniboo. Yeah, he does send the Prowler, just spam headshot, cool. This was a great moment. The paranoia into the swing, and yeah, he sees the indicator from the headshot, so he knows to keep spamming. Then they try to re-clear A, but have no fade util. Also, that's so smart from Benji. He knows if he swings wide, he could die from someone door, so he just cocoons. I mean, that's just a series of cool little plays from Heretics.
France में I don't remember like any CS events being hosted. मुझे तो याद ही नहीं आ रहा.
पता नहीं.
नहीं हुआ था. Right, 2018 में I remember एक हुआ था.
No idea.
Cool little util plays. They're happening constantly. G2 are just getting
CS का मतलब भैया क्या है कि Counter Strike का जैसा मतलब esports की वजह से ना जिंदा है वो गेम. It is just alive because of esports.
well timed from Heretics.
ये क्या लिखा है इसने ये simp?
Future तुम्हारे ही कैटेगरी का है क्या फिर? Futures loading 50% है?
भैया मुझे तोड़ना क्या आपके कॉन्ट्रैक्ट पे लिखा है क्या स्ट्रीमिंग कॉन्ट्रैक्ट?
तूने बोला मैंने ऐड किया. तेरा नाम.
ये किसका नाइफ है? ये कौन सा नाइफ है ये? ये क्या नाइफ है? ऐसा लग रहा है कोई चेनसॉ पकड़ के बैठा है.
कौन सा नाइफ?
ये देखो ना, अरे मतलब इसके हाथ में था. फॉरवर्ड. गुड रिवील. बट तोड़ दिया ठीक है.
Immediately Woot is forced away from that place where he's loved to off on Chamber. Just get him to TP right to tree, get out of there. They break even that trip that was placed on the ground as well. This is some fast action from G2 taking the space, taking this orb.
This pivot back to Mound might also be pretty pacey as well.
Stealth drone could be trouble for Boo.
Force a TP play away potentially.
Yeah, just has to TP right away. Does he dare try to break it and then TP, fight, take a shot?
Risk the suppression.
That'd be pretty risky. I wouldn't be mad at just get out of there. Yeah, he does.
Bro, it's Boo we're talking about.
I know, it's Boo we're talking. Yeah, 99% chances to just get out of their line, and I think it's very appropriate.
He is going to be suppressed here, having to back up on the site, so hard to get some of this util out. Did still get a dark cover into the choke.
Yeah, and Boo says it's retake time. Mini Boo's coming over, still has that nade. They've got the grab net. It's being synced up with the nade. It goes a little bit too much to the left. Oh no.
Still though, waterfall control's been held by Heretics.
Yeah, Jaw just decides to walk forward into them and goes down. Takes a risk, trying to take some space.
This is to the wrong wolf inside of him. Special delivery holds Heretics at bay for a time. But off that paranoia, they might look to go for it. Here's Mini Boo. Pretty patient, trying to get forward. Ends up being a trade as he steps up. Jonas taken down. Benji emerges. Hope for more, surely.
ये क्या था?
Clatters to the ground as Leaf has only one more target to get through. And you better believe he's
निकाल लिया लीफ ग्राउंड
अच्छा निकाला बहुत अच्छा निकाला पत्ते नहीं निकाल दिया भैया
पत्ते ने अपने पत्ते निकाल दिए
हाँ
What a snap. And then collects onto Wu, right back to the left for Boo.
Crosshair placement.
Oh my god.
भाई NA वर्सेस EME तो बहुत खतरनाक चल रहा है भाई
It felt like this game.
हाँ एक इंडिविजुअल बोला ना भैया इंडिविजुअल ब्रिलियंस वर्सेस टैक्टिक्स
Everything right, and it's not enough. They're going back to this fast A fight. Combination of the grab net and the nade, but do they know that Valorant is
फंस गया सीज में फंस गया अरे यार वो क्लोन तो दिया नहीं जोगेमो
and now Wood is pushed all the way out of C. He's going to meet up against Leaf, who's going to
ओ भाई ये क्या था
हक दिया
really to throw that you know ये क्या हक दिया भैया ये डायरो की जैसे क्यों खेल रहा है वुड
That wasn't enough. And now this round should be as good as done. Rians and Boo likely to just save now.
I think वो सी साइड सेव करेंगे वो लोग इस टेहो really मतलब टेहो is relevant in Lotus I guess भाई रिमेम्बर जब वो किक ऑफ शुरू हुआ था टेहो का वो सुप्रीमेसी
भाई उस टाइम पे वो सब टाइम पे ही तो इन लोग जो टीम्स उस टाइम में कॉम्प्स खेल पा रहे थे अच्छा दे मेड द गेम नो
भाई साहब क्या ही मतलब annoying एजेंट हो गया था वो I liked it because इनिशिएटर था तो I was enjoying it oh Valin versus Boo Omen Diff किसको who will get the Omen Diff rights and it's Boo वो नहीं हुई टाइम है उसके पास
हाँ तो बू निकाल लिया ना
easy
Take over the 2 versus 4. How does Rians get the 2 here? Oh my god, Leaf just staring towards Waterfall and then Jaw is isolated. I cannot believe what I'm seeing. They went for that 2 versus 4, ripped the Nightfall, the 3 dead players, 2 of them had 100 credits left. 100 left.
The masculine urge to do something.
भाई लेकिन जितना ही बोलो PRX also stands ठीक है लेकिन PRX के साथ लोग मतलब ये हेट वाला रिलेशनशिप जैसा नहीं दिखाता कि ये नौटंकी कर रहे हैं
okay Boo
7 in the chamber. Boo only with 5 bullets.
निकाल लेगा Boo
Heretics are going to stand their ground as G2 are trying to weasel out of the situation.
3 versus 2 है
Although drops doesn't have the juice. Leaf and Trent now.
The lurk will come बाहर मत निकल चल निकल ही गया चलो Trent is very low अब तो मार ही डालेगा उसको unless he pulls off something insane
What can Trent do in this situation? If he goes towards C, Woot is ready. The brothers are duoed up, fighting together on A.
He'll get the plant and he'll get the money I think वो पैसों के लिए खेल रहा है I guess
Surely there's just
नहीं
no hope.
चैम्बर का ट्रैप है ना
Trent will hear it here, able to clear it in time. Spike to hand.
देख गया समझ आ गया उसको
30 seconds left. What feels like an impossible situation.
I like the knife Chem
Left the site now, likely to end up at A. And what do we play around? A stealth drone? That's it.
Team Heretics just taking their time. They don't need to do anything overly reactive. Wait for the spike to go down. Play for the 3-on-1 retake. This would be an all-time Valorant moment. This would be in the history books if Trent can somehow manage a way to win this 1 versus 3.
And the draw on every inch of his experience, his collected nature, his nonchalance. Tough to rattle this guy, but a 1v3 against one of the best teams in the world surely is going to get close. Trent hears Woot. He understands he's sound baiting, and there's Miniboo to clear him up.
Down to 1 HP off that dink. 1.
But yeah, honest with you guys, I'll give it to you straight. The money, not good for G2. Valor with a deep TP in the stairs that starts off this rubble fight, and Heretics really throw themselves at it. They know they're favored here.
क्या हुआ भैया 12 होगा क्या या फिर जीत गया था I guess नहीं 12-10 ना
It has been over a year since the last time these two teams faced each other back at Masters Shanghai, and that was a 3-0 victory for Heretics. And it looks like they're going to extend that run to 5 maps in a row against G2 1 year later to open up champions, the beginning of their journey, trying to get back to the grand finals as they did last year.
Joel here, of course, in drift, sees it all. Woot, rendezvous on out of there. Joel pretty deep here in the side. He might look to stick it. Boo just cuts him down.
He's just ready. He has his back. And Woot, are you kidding?
LOL.
This is where that came from. He'll be
अरे भाई वुड पागल हो गया है भैया.
What are the options? Bulldog and Phantom 2v5. Heretics at their best. G2, frankly, in the doldrums. Dark cover dissipates. Woot knows what waits on the other side of it, but he'll play back for safety.
Yeah, low HP, in danger of the spam repost now that he has that rendezvous activated.
That smoke now refreshed means that the way is closed for G2.
And the home crowd knows that this is time.
A pivot to Beaver. Benji Fishy will be waiting. Teeth bared. Lips licked. Waiting for that last morsel to be offered up as Valor needs to extricate himself from the net and simply step up.
Okay.
Decay down briefly.
Yeah.
Dealt with.
GG.
And he knows his only option is to go forward. Suppress W will walk into the sidelines of 3 Heretics
भैया GG then.
With Woot breathing down the back of
खत्म तू खत्म है बेटे.
Nice.
खत्म है.
Is to put a scorch mark on the golden era. Heretics have had an up and down year, but they are here. And they've thrown the
#4 beating #1 again.
When it started at Toronto, it was an 0-2 destroyed by PHYPERX. Now at Champions, bouncing back from those EMEA Stage 2 playoffs even. They immediately take down one of the world's best, possibly the most consistent team of 2025. I mean, it feels absolutely mental that either of these teams are destined to be sent down to the lower bracket, but after 1 game of play here at Champions. What a shot from Woot, that was stunning.
I mean, the 2v4
felt illegal, really.
The 2v4 retake where they just walk up onto the side, apropos of nothing. I don't know how you can concoct a game plan like that. On the spot, no less. That's true self-belief and a spark of inspiration that take Team Heretics now to the fore. It's the best foot forward for this number 4 seed from EMEA, and as high as the floor has been for this G2 team, we've seen a ceiling that far eclipses it.
And by the way, I just have to give Miniboo his flowers for this series. 9 first kills on map 1, 7 on map 2. That is absolutely outrageous.
And amidst all of that, Woot gets to weave his way in and just do dirty things round after round. Tour de force poured up, throwing rifles over his teammates, keeping the economy going even when it gets tough. This Heretic squad mean business. When it comes to globals, these guys know where their bread is buttered. Winners of EWC, it's a long year for them, and the burnout, the signs show. But let's head down to Lou on the stage. He's standing by with Rienz, the genius, for a Verizon post-match interview.
Et on accueille le petit prince turc des teams Heretics, Rienz, Riens, I'm gonna have to borrow you for a second on this one. Everyone is calling this an upset. Congratulations, first of all, on taking down G2, but it didn't seem like an upset from your point of view. So I want to know what happened during those 2 weeks for you guys to be so back.
I think we had talks again with the team, you know, we needed our confidence back because we didn't play good in playoffs. And I believe like this game also gonna give us a lot more confidence. I think G2 is a great team, I'm not gonna lie. I respect them, they're like really strong. And like beating them in that way like made us so happy. And I believe it's gonna give us even more confidence.
For sure, indeed. Du coup, Riens, qu'est-ce qui s'est passé? On le sait, ça a été compliqué les dernières semaines en IMEA. Qu'est-ce qui s'est passé dans ces 2 semaines pour que vous soyez tellement à ce point de retour? Et bah tout simplement, on a eu les team talks qu'il fallait, on a discuté autant qu'il fallait, on s'est remis en question et je pense que cette game, elle nous donne énormément de confiance parce que G2, je les respecte beaucoup et ils sont excellents. And on a personal level, you know, when we think about consistency, I think you're one of the names that comes up on top. So I want to know, how do you do this magic every time? Is it about experience? Is it about preparation? How do you come so consistent in every match?
I think like personally, I just grind the game a lot, you know. I play like non-stop, like a lot of ranked and stuff. And lately I also like changed my whole life routine to become even better, you know. So yeah, I think that's the secret. Just grind the game. And I think it helps also.
But are you still there, right?
Yes.
I think we're like, if they were not my teammate, I would
I was thinking कि ये 2C वाला wireless controller order दे दूँ.
Always beautiful words from you and as well as teammates, of
Nice.
course. Et du coup, du côté de Riens, comment ça se
कर
passe
लो,
pour être
अच्छा है
constant
खराब बताना,
individuellement comme à chaque
सेल में
fois?
फिर हम करेंगे.
Tout simplement, je grind le jeu nuit et
या
jour,
फिर
la ranked,
हाँ,
le
sure
deathmatch.
भैया.
Et c'est aussi
चलो
avec
भाई,
mes
आपने
coéquipiers
बोला?
बंद
que
करते हैं
j'en sors
स्ट्रीम
comme
पे.
ça, sans eux,
लग
je
गए.
ne serais pas aussi constant.
चलो guys,
So
टाटा
you
bye bye.
respect
हाँ,
Whoever's
मैं भी
watching,
migrate
thank you
करूँगा.
for
Do you
joining
think
in.
that DRG
We'll meet
can
again
beat them
tomorrow,
in
hopefully.
a
Subscribe,
loser bracket
subscribe
like
ऐसे
UC winning?
Do
देखो
whoever's
मत, subscribe कर
new to
दो.
the channel, do give a like and subscribe to the channel. It helps motivate us.
drop 80 in 3 maps, who knows?
Chalo guys, bye bye,
So,
tata, good
yeah,
night.
I think